Hey guys, we got a little bit of a late start tonight, so sorry. This is Cyberpunk RED. We are Liz playing Cassandra, Ant playing Zero. We are Ari David as Mr. Friend, the Netrunner. We are John as the Rabbit. 17, 18, 16, nobody knows how old she is. She's a young gal.
It's not
She's
that
a young
big of a
gal. It's not a big deal. She's old enough to kick your ass, old man. That's all you need to know. And Ari Rubin is Mr. Branton Whiteford, coming to us live from the Nether Realms. Ari, what room are you in? What's going on over there?
I'm in my booth. I bought
like
a
it.
booth.
It's better than a blank white wall.
That's good, man.
It looks a little bit like you're in a nightclub.
I am. It's the
Just need a
nightclub.
little, low-laying smoke or something.
I dig it.
Well,
I
the
dig
smoke
it.
machine
Oh,
is
man.
coming next week.
Do you have
That-
a smoke
honestly-
machine coming? Now I
Come
want
on
a smoke
down.
machine. I need to add fog.
Now I'm
Phone
looking at my room,
party.
I'm thinking a smoke machine might not be a bad idea back there. Hammer Spaceman has subscribed at tier 1. He's been subscribed for 6 months. Thank you, Hammer Spaceman. Thank you all for showing up. We missed last week, and I'm going to tell you guys why. We missed last week. I wasn't sure if we were going to have to cancel or not. This is going to sound really cynical, but it's actually true. We canceled because it was the exact moment last week's game when my new baby got cleared to come home from the hospital. And so I was like, I couldn't, I had to do that. I had to go pick her up. The reality is that
Kind
for
of
those
more
of you who
important.
aren't parents right now, like the first 3 weeks of parenthood are actually pretty light. Like the kid just sleeps, eats, and shits. And really that's about it. Like it doesn't require entertainment, it's really just sort of a machine. And so it's still easy for me to do these things. In a couple of weeks, it might get really, really hot around here. It might get very intense.
Might have a whole new look.
Yeah, right now I'm in like this twilight period. So, so now we have the 2 kids. We have 2. I can now say the kids, as all dads of yore have done. The kids. Dented Vigor is a follower of twins. It gets worse. Yeah, I have a 4-year-old as well, so I think I am versed in raising children. Not 2 at the same time, though. This is new stuff.
Veteran.
Anyway, I wouldn't say I'm a veteran. I wouldn't say that.
You got more
you got
experience
one,
than
man.
me, buddy.
That's fair. I do have that. Dave, thank you so much. My God, look at this with all the gifted subs already since we just started. Hammer Spaceman's gifting subs. Dave is gifting subs. Whoa. People are in here gifting subs. It's an intense time. Where did we leave this game off? And so we're trying. Also, okay. So just some updates, really quick. This is a housekeeping update. 1. We run the game in Foundry Virtual Tabletop, and we've been running it on Foundry Virtual Tabletop since we started playing Cyberpunk. Foundry is amazing. You should check out Foundry. It is, if you need a virtual tabletop, they're super duper cool. The world systems in it are built by users. So, you can install the Dungeons & Dragons world system, which happened to have been mainly developed by the guy who developed Foundry Virtual Tabletop. Or you can install the Cyberpunk system. And the Cyberpunk system was built using mostly... we were playing the game before the book was out. So the Cyberpunk system was built using mostly what was available in Jumpstart Kit, and then using the old 2020 rules to fill the gaps. And then I had to learn a bit of JavaScript, and I started working with the guy who was developing the system to sort of move this world system in line with where the book was going to be, because I had the book and it wasn't out yet, so that we could play it.
Oh my God, are you okay?
Ari has died.
Did you lose something? Did you lose a tooth or something?
I think I did. Sorry. Carry on, Greg. You were saying.
I know what we can do with that.
Hype train's at level 3.
Don't get me started.
People really want to take it to 4. I don't know. It's insane. So we've been running it in that, and then and so the system has been evolving as we've been playing the game underneath our feet, right? Like under the system here, rules have been shifting, mechanics have been changing. We've been fixing things, and it's getting closer and closer and closer.
We've also been reading the book a little more carefully.
That helps too. 10
Yes.
gifted subs from Turner Spaceman. My God. And so one of the things that we've been doing, I think that might be it. That might push us to the 4th, 5th level of the
It
hype
certainly did.
Nice.
My boy.
And so one
Yeah,
of the
level
things
of
we've been
confetti.
doing, one of the things I did starting last week during the downtime is I built macros for every conceivable function in this world system so that you guys, the players, would not have to dig through their character sheets so much to find stuff. So I'm hoping that we can make combat run a lot more smoothly between that and a few other things. One other thing I found out directly from the horse's mouth, actually, that I've been running armor ablation wrong, so we're going to change that. Armor ablates when you take damage, not when you get hit. So only when a bullet actually gets through to your meat and hurts you does your armor ablate. The other thing I've been doing wrong is that the rules specify that if you're playing the game on a grid, you should be using a square as 2 meters. Okay, so we've been playing the game as a square to 1 meter, and I adjusted the move ratings accordingly because it just seemed logical to me, right? But the book says 2 meters, and then I realized the other week that changes how far away you are from things. Like if I make a map that's 10 squares by 10 squares and I put 2 people on each side of it, and it's a meter a square, well then you're 10 meters apart. But if it's 2 meters a square, you're 20 meters apart. Well, this game uses a range chart for firearms. I basically broke the range chart by running at a square per meter. So we're going to be picking up this session doing a square per 2 meters. So players, that means that you no longer move double your move rate, you move your move rate. That's your move. Okay, that's some housekeeping stuff.
I liked having fast forward on.
Well, the thing is like you're still covering the same amount of ground. It's just changes, like it just changes the way that the firearms worked. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but like we had a really everything was being shot at point blank range, which is fine for some weapons and terrible for others in the game. Which reminds me, I built a little thing here that I could have up my range table. Although I think that there was an errata that changed a couple of those things, and maybe I should pull that up, but whatever, it can't be that far off. I don't have the errata on me. So I've got a range table up now. Okay, so that's basically it for housekeeping. Is move counted in meters or squares? Move, it's annoying how it's set up. Do you guys, in the show, do you guys hear water running right now, or is that just in my ears? It might just be in my ears.
No, that's in my house. That is, in fact, the pipes, because I am in my basement.
Oh,
and someone just
flushed.
Just did something involving
the
pipes.
toilet now. Like the first the lost session of D&D, we were in Greg's garage and we heard all the flushing.
Well, I was going to say is that I have another microphone at the bar, and that microphone is an open channel in my ears, and it picks up all the pipes. But I don't think it goes to the show. I think it's just in my. I think it's just.
And there we go.
You were making hot chocolate.
By the way, for those of you who are going to ask, I'm rocking an old fashioned. Okay, so where did we leave it? Oh, so another thing, another piece of housekeeping. We're using Sirenscape. So for a really long time, I've been using some background music in the show, not courtesy, I mean, I pay for it, that comes from, what's the word I'm looking for here? I have a library. I'm a member of a library. I pay for a music library. It's called Epidemic Sound. So I had a selection of music tracks that I've been using from it. And in the intervening weeks, I started looking into this, and there's this thing called Sirenscape, Synrin Scape. I'm going to just drop the name right now, Sirenscape. And I may do that throughout the show. I am supposed to attribute the fact that I'm using Sirenscape, and I think that I should have a chat bot for it. I don't have a chat bot set up to do this. So if you're watching Sirenscape, I apologize. I'm going to do this right next time. Ironstorm, Hammer, Spaceman are in a war for gifted subs. They just have money to burn. I don't know what's going on.
Spaceman said there wasn't enough hype.
And Dented Figure, my
so
God,
made it
man.
Happen.
The amount of hype in here, I don't know if I'm equal to this hype. I can't handle this hype. The hype train is at 105%. We're off the charts. We've just gone to 11.
The hype.
We're at 11.
We're at 195.
Oh my gosh.
We can't take this.
This is crazy.
What if it was just
I'm
a
so
stream?
confused.
239!
240.
I think whoever gets number one, whoever gets number one,
go over to twitch.tv/theamazingari and spend as much money there also.
That's a whole new show concept. It's just, there's no show. I just respond to the hype train in increasing levels. I can't handle it. Jesus.
What is it?
Christ.
What's a hype train?
420%.
It's what you're riding, baby, and it's got no brakes. Okay.
We are
we're getting
on the
emotes.
hype train
It's
It's
ridiculous.
a Twitch
to Hype
thing
Town.
that I don't get. Greg is too
Greg, you're
dimly
too
lit.
dimly lit.
I have a new light.
Yeah, but isn't there
Well, it
like
doesn't seem to be working.
Well,
I think whoever gets the sub first place should get Menutti's
is that better for
hot
you guys?
chocolate
It kind of blinds
whisk.
me. I don't love it.
Because
Is
that's
that would
amazing.
That would be
Okay.
Hammer Spaceman, my buddy.
So
I bought a little whisk specifically for this purpose.
No. It's now officially
Are you
a
giving
hot chocolate
me?
whisk.
Are you for
Like,
real?
need
You
to
bought a
market
hot
that.
chocolate whisk?
A hot chocolate whisk.
I need a little one to fit in the mug.
It was
Being
probably
a grown-up is
$30.
Great.
So I'm using a new light source here. I have got I'm very bougie. I got an Elgato Streamlight for reasons. Because the light that was doing this job was overkill. I had like a studio light over here that I was much more expensive than the Elgato Streamlight. And it was just like having the sun in my face. So
put
I was
sunscreen
trying
on.
to actually have something a little less hot, and it's still very, very hot. So I feel blinded by it, but that's okay. We're going to live with it. The nice thing is I can control it from my Stream Deck, so I can dial it up and down. Well, Dave, I don't know if it's bougier or not than a hot chocolate whisk, but I would love to know how you mix your hot chocolate without a hot chocolate whisk. I mean,
What are we, savages?
A spoon?
do you have running water? My God, man. Okay. So where we left off last week. Oh, and Sirenscape. So here's the deal. Sirenscape is a suite of it's built for role-playing games. It's amazing. You can use it just playing at your table. There's all of these like built-in, pre-generated, made sound scenescapes and boards that you can mix and sound effects you can trigger. I mean, it's kind of crazy, honestly. Sirenscape is really cool. I would encourage you to check it out. And the sound for tonight's show will be coming from that. I'm not yet really good at it. So I have a feeling that this will be a bad demonstration of Sirenscape, but do check out Sirenscape. I'm almost certain, just based on how it's all set up, that this is going to be how we're going to do this stuff like from now on. And by the way, I'm very stressed out because for about a half an hour before this show started, OBS, the streaming encoder, could not hear or see my microphone, even though every other piece of software connected to the computer could, and I couldn't get my voice into the show. And you know what the solution was unplugging it and plugging it back in. But why would that matter, since every other thing attached to the computer could see it just fine? I don't understand that. You know, the voice meter bananas could see it, the voice meter potato could see it too, the desktop could see it, the Focusrite app could see it, the chat room could see it, everything could see it except for OBS. What was that about? I don't know. My mic seems a little soft. I could crank it. That should be a little bit better.
He's gonna crank it. So
Is that a little bit better? I just put a little bit. I just put a little bit more salt on the preamp.
I'm
I just
so
put a little
sorry.
bit more salt on the preamp. All right, guys, crank it, Punchy Bear.
No.
You
So,
live your truth, Ari.
guys, where did we leave off? Let's catch
sorry.
them up on that, and then let's actually get into
we're
this show.
fucked.
Okay,
Mm,
that sounds
Where
like
we're
a fair
at.
assessment.
Yeah,
sounds
no. We got in way over our head as per
Yeah.
usual.
Yeah.
And now we're escaping a location that we had broken into, a corporate like apartment building.
Yeah.
And we were getting revenge on this corporate lady who tried to double cross us and like rig our explosives to blow us up when we were pulling the Empire job. And Medusa Jones, our fixer and like our kind of ringleader person, she arranged for us to break in, and we started hacking and messing things up. And Branton, I believe, shot her in the knee and started torturing her and like sticking his finger in the wound hole. And then
that's
Medusa like
right.
snapped her neck.
It got dark, man.
It got really dark.
It got a little
I
too
was in the
dark.
other room. I didn't do any of this.
Honestly.
And then we went to escape, and that's where everything went bad. Medusa like jumped out a window and ditched us. And we all found ourselves, I believe, did we just take an elevator down? What did we do?
Yeah. We took an elevator down.
I think we
and
just took
Zero,
the elevator down to the basement and like got into a huge fight and had
We
to
did.
break our way through a sewer grate in the basement floor that we were in. And now we are.
Oh, you've already taken control of some robotic dogs.
I do. Yes. I have robo dogs that were like fucking with us that aren't doing that anymore. And we are in the act of fleeing. I'm pretty hurt, brain fried from hackifying, and I believe everyone is hurt to some extent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only down 5.
I'm in bad shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hurt, but not too badly. I also want to just really paint the picture here that we are all in slightly damaged formal wear.
Yes.
In a sewer, standing in whatever flows through the sewer in this apocalyptic world.
Radioactive refuse.
Right.
Presumably.
Our custom, very fancy clothing is probably not in the condition we assumed it would be in. And but we do have robot dogs, and I just want to say, if Cassandra can bring one of these home, she would really like to keep it as a robot pet for murdering.
Greg, what's going on with the sounds? Are you playing with something?
Hey, Greg, I think the ambient noise is too loud for everybody.
It's just a lot of
watching
random
the stream.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to turn Discord down a little.
Hold on a second.
Are those the robot dogs?
Sorry,
turn
are
down
we supposed to be in
I know,
Discord,
but
or are
I'm
we
saying
getting it
the
from
mix in
Cyberpunk?
Twitch is people
No,
are.
ignore that Sirenscape thing. Yeah, it's too loud in the show.
Yeah,
I'm bringing it
that
down
was
now.
my point.
There, that's better there. No, I'm sorry, Ari, you missed that text. We were trying to use the Sirenscape web player. I don't love it, so we're patched into Discord for the player stream. So if you just want to go back to that, that's fine.
Basically, nothing changed on our end.
On your end, nothing changes from normal. What I'm trying to figure out right now is why the scene isn't working. Pull to scene. Maybe that's why. I should be able to activate. Okay. Activate. You guys all have characters in here. I don't know why it's not necessarily... So if I like pull John, pull to scene. 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 This is really weird. I'm gonna relaunch the Foundry. You guys don't have to do anything. It'll just reconnect on your end.
It says I'm in no place.
Yeah, so that's a scene I made for you guys to log into when we're not running to fuck around with.
Oh yeah.
I am in a sub-basement sewer.
Okay, you got there. That's weird.
I am there.
Okay, I'm still working on it. You can't be there now because the server's turned off, but...
Yeah. Everything froze, and life is terrible.
Okay, well, it should be running again.
Okay. Do I have to log back in?
Yeah, you guys all have to refresh.
Alright.
We're having a lot
That's
of
what I
fun
get
here.
for popping out all my windows already. I gotta go do it again.
I'm sorry,
Right.
guys.
Yeah. Thank you for running the game, Greg.
Good job. Good job.
I saved
Okay.
it.
Thanks a lot.
I'm not fired yet, everybody.
I see Ari and I see John are logged in.
Yes.
Yes.
I am here.
I am here.
I see a Liz. I see a Rubin.
That's me.
And I see an Observer.
Yeah, Observer is how the show works.
And then I see an Ant.
Okay.
Not the bug, but like Anthony,
Yep,
the
I'm going
player.
to bring up the initiative thing. We should be basically at the top of it, which means it's John's turn.
Oh yeah, we're still in initiative. We're totally still in initiative.
Oh shit, we are.
Oh yeah, no, we're
no.
still in the shit.
Yep. So,
Alright.
John, I'm
Yes.
sorry. Let me paint the scene for you guys.
Bring it.
They're escaping from the Telegraph Hill Towers. They are in the elevator from the lobbies where they go. They get into the elevator, they go down into the basement. The doors open up on 2 security guards sitting at desks. The security guards get a little bit, excuse me, can we help you? Arm themselves. Party opens fire. Security guards trigger the silent alarm. Combat ensues. Other elevator opens up with a rapid response security team, and shit gets hot. Flashbangs, gas grenades, everything's going off. Rapid fire. Then, cyberdogs wake up. These are, basically you should just picture the dogs that Boston Dynamics lab makes, but with terrifying faceless mouths on the front that have razor-sharp teeth. And also, on the fly last week, we decided that they announced their presence by saying, bark, bark,
Yeah,
bark.
I was about to say, they have to do the bark, bark, bark.
Yeah. And the party realize that they're trapped in this room. Security is not really having it with this fight. Nobody's really having a good time here. And somebody, I forget who exactly it was, found a sluice grate, like a drain grate in the floor.
I think that was Ant.
Broke
Yeah, I
through
think that
to
was
the,
Zero.
the sewer below. The problem is, as the party was escaping, Liz was in a grapple. I'm sorry, Cassandra was in a grapple. And that grapple became a multi-party grapple, and Cassandra's in bad shape. The rabbit has gone back into the fight to help the rabbit, to help Cassandra escape.
Nobody
Rabbit.
left behind.
Sure.
Yes,
yeah,
but now
we'll say
she's
that.
down.
Okay.
Yeah, but now she's down, right? I think we left off. We were going.
I think we're all in the sewers in different parts. I think some of us went in. There were like different grates or
Started
something.
running a little bit.
So
So
I think we're split until the party separation monster hit us.
a little problem here.
No, don't say problems.
No.
All of
I
my
disagree.
Lights, all of my lights got moved.
Oh, that is a problem.
Unacceptable.
So there's no visibility in these scenes. I was trying to figure this out.
Wait, I mean, I can see.
I can see.
I don't think you really can.
I just got like a spotlight on myself.
Oh yeah, I just have a one spotlight, and then
Yeah,
I
and it's
can't really. Yeah, there you go.
a limitation. There is a slight limitation here. I didn't realize this. I changed the scene parameters, and now all the lights are out of alignment. And there's a slight limitation here in Foundry that these lights are you can't select them all at once. You have to select them, individually and move them. It sucks. It's my one thing.
That's
There's like a
weird.
module that fixes that, actually. Yeah, I know. Not exciting to deal with, guys. I'm sorry.
So
All
back
right.
to the hype
That's
train.
all right. Let's hold on. So let's,
what
while
is the
Greg's
hype
fixing
train?
this, the hype train is when a lot of people subscribe. It's just the thing.
Got
It's
it.
just when a bunch of subscriptions come out, there's a bar, and all it is a mind game to make people spend more money. Ooh, number goes up.
Yeah.
Bigger number. That's all it is.
Oh, like a gold show.
Kinda. Yeah, it's like most
what?
of the things on Twitch, like you spend bits.
I'm just.
All right, what's a gold show?
I
don't
don't know.
I don't know what a gold show is, but like if he understood, that's fine. Like,
Going
as
to
long as Ari gets it.
urbandictionary.com.
I don't want to
Ari-
look it up.
I think Ari said a thing he shouldn't have said on TV.
Yeah.
Ew.
Now let's
I heard.
specify. Ari Rubin, not Ari Prime. Ari Prime is in the go right now. He's good. I'm Ari.
Got to make those numbers go up.
bigger numbers.
Hype
Gold
train.
show. Oh, no, it's a good show. What's a gold show?
I was watching. I was telling this to Greg. I was watching T-Pain's stream, and somebody started. And somebody started like gifting. I'm muted.
No, you're not muted.
Oh.
No, it's just they call me Ari Prime, and to
Oh,
tell
right.
us apart, they call you Ari Steve.
I'm Ari Steve. Yeah.
You're Ari Steve, and I'm Ari Prime.
So
That's a weird one.
T-Pain was
like
he was
it.
getting all of these all these bits and all these subscriptions, and he had to stop the show. He was like, "Guys, I am so wealthy. I am so rich. Please stop giving me money. Please."
How very noble of him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if you go to my channel, I will beg. I will literally beg. Spend money, please.
Yeah, I think like last we left off, Cassandra and I were taking the dive into the sewer.
Oh, you had her?
Yes.
All right, now we have
So I
some
think
light.
that was like our cliffhanger, right? We were
Okay.
out of it.
Just
All right,
drop
in that case,
them
that's
down.
where we're at.
All right.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can't.
All right, so in that case, I'm in the wrong mode here. In that case, everybody is
Well, that is Liz.
then you guys fall down into the sewer, John, and I'll move Cassandra next.
Do it.
Okay, guys.
Marco, you couldn't see if I got on my knees. I'd be out of camera.
What if you kneel on your chair?
You guys
It's got
are
wheels. That'll end badly.
in the sewer. What is that? What is that? Why is that a face there? Oh, it's a
Rabbit's
mask.
not dead yet. She's hurt. She ain't dead yet.
All right, Greg. So each square is 2 meters, correct? Now?
Yes.
Okay. So if my move is 7, should I just round up or down?
That's a good question. I think you round. Let's just say you round up.
Just give it a call. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna start.
Ari, I'm sorry. 1 second before we get into that. Ari, how are Mr. Friend? Where Mr. Friend was down in the sewer, right?
Yeah. I jumped down. I went after.
I see. That's right. As long as you stay near that sewer, you're still.
I'm
Right.
in
You don't
range.
line of sight,
Yeah.
but you're in range of the access point for the moment. Yes.
Yeah, because I have that. I got all the add-ons. I'm
Yeah,
super
you have-
hacker man, and I
You have
can.
8 meters.
I have a whole 8 meters, which is actually a lot in Cyberpunk Red. That's.
But it
huge.
also means
Yeah.
that because we changed movement, we're moving you closer to the hole that you fell down through because
Yeah,
it's actually only
because
4
I can't be
squares.
further. Yeah, I understand. It's 4 squares instead of 8 squares.
Right. Okay,
Hey.
so. What's up, Ari?
Greg, is
Anthony?
it possible to get like name tags on the characters that aren't me?
You can't see them?
No, I only see my own name tag.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to fix that right now. Resources, display.
If I'm gonna break the immersion, I want to do it before we really get started.
No,
Break
that's
the immersion.
totally-
And I don't think my token is where it should be. Because right now I'm standing next to an office chair, which I don't think they have in the sewer.
No,
I
moved
assume.
you. I moved you. What? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, there I am.
Guys, I'm really afraid to ask what beef fizz is.
It's an episode of How to Drink.
Okay. I must have skipped that one.
I liked that one actually. The words beefy get said a lot in
I
that
would
episode.
imagine. I would hope so.
Yeah. Beefy.
Yeah, where are you, Liz? I thought I moved you.
I don't know. It looks like I'm still
I'm moving you
upstairs. Yeah.
now. Okay, now you're in the sewer.
Yay! So I've dropped down to the sewer, and I'm just gonna, as I like splash down, I'm gonna look down and regret making one side of my asymmetrical dress so long.
Right, you were wearing a very fancy frilly dress, right?
I was with a lot of like hidden weapon compartments.
I'm
yes.
Yeah.
picturing like Kaylee from Firefly when I don't know if you've seen that show, but she goes and buys a way too fancy dress that's just all frills and puffs and lace.
There's a lot of unnecessary fabric. Well, necessary because it hides the grenades and stuff.
Right, yeah, because
don't
you're
feel
again,
bad.
you are an apocalypse cultist strapped to the teeth.
Yes.
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 Well, right,
Don't-
because
listen,
as
don't
I
feel-
see it, like the apocalypse has started.
Clearly.
That's what the time of the red is. That seems obvious.
Seems obvious.
But I'm looking to speed it up.
Right.
Listen, don't feel bad about your dress. I'm literally wearing a gold sequence mermaid dress. So I'm like doing one of those like little shuffles. I can't make like full strides.
That is, at what point does Rabbit tear the dress to start
I don't
running?
know. I feel like it would
Guys,
have happened already.
this show is. She's a minor. Leave it alone.
Just gonna
I'm
slit the
saying a
side.
slit up to her knee.
Yeah.
Get your head out of the
Man,
gutter.
jeez.
So, let's actually
on,
try to play
man.
this fucking game.
Yes, let's try to actually get through this gutter. Yes. Okay.
All right.
Cassandra, how are you actually looking? Like, are you like limping around? Like, how bad are you as far as like
I've got some scrapes, but I'm all right. I
Okay.
can keep going.
like game mechanics wise? Like, we're not in the shit yet.
No.
Well, actually, I think Cassandra, you're at half hit points.
Oh, have I reached that threshold? I
Yeah,
hope
you were
not.
getting the shit kicked out of you.
I
You
am
have 18
at
of 35 hit
18 out of
points.
30. Okay, so I'm
Brenton
close.
Has 16 of 40 hit points.
Yikes.
Yeah, you guys are not feeling too great. So I'm gonna let you guys. You're in this sewer. Security is presumably you don't know if they're gonna pursue you or not. What's your move? You guys have a round to discuss your move here.
Yeah, I mean, I would literally just get my arm up under Cassandra and like help her out and start getting, start moving the hell out of this.
Yeah.
Her in one hand, the heavy pistol in the other, and just being like, go, go, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I'm running. Question about the robot dogs and stuff like that. Once, because Ari's got control of them, right? But
For now, yeah, as
If
long
you-
as I don't move very far. Like, it's limited. Like, so if we're going to run, everybody run, and then I'll follow.
okay, so what happens with the dog? Like, can you turn them off?
I'm pretty sure on my turn I can just say, go to sleep. Yes.
Okay.
No,
I can't?
when you disconnect the net architecture, this is stuff you would know. When you disconnect from the net architecture, it resets to the state you found it in. So the demons that you de-res that were driving those dogs re-res, and then
Right.
they reassume control. What you can do is your tech can shut them down mechanically, and since you are driving them, you can just be like, sit here, and she can just dewire it and make it inert.
Okay.
I'm definitely doing that, and I'm carrying it under my arm.
Yeah, it's,
I'm
can
taking
I
this.
probably help with that
Yes.
because I'm trained in tech also. So I
you
could
probably both can. Yeah.
I know tech and cyber tech. I can't do weapons tech, but I can probably help her.
you certainly
I can do weapons tech. That is my thing.
Yeah, no,
So-
you're the weapons tech. I got cyber and regular tech, but like I can't make weapons, which is
Yeah.
why I asked you to build me a big fucking bomb.
yep.
And I happily did.
And it was
She loves big
so
bombs.
good.
She loves those big bombs, fellas. She loves
So
them.
do I.
Loves them.
So
Loves
the
them.
dog weighs 120 pounds, and I don't know what that is in kilograms. It's not light. Yeah, you guys, I would say that you two can spend your action on it. You can make it a sympathetic thing. Mr. Friend, you would roll electronics and security.
Okay.
And then against a difficulty value of
I'll wait till my
12.
turn, but yeah.
And then Cassandra. And you only have this one dog here? Is the one that's down the hole, or did you have control
I think
of all
one
the dogs?
fell down the hole, but I'm connected to all of them.
Oh, so you have all four of them. There's
yeah,
four.
I'm connected
yeah.
to the system. Like I
Yeah.
gained control of the cyber dogs.
Yes, you did. Correct.
So I can
Okay.
command them to all just run down the sewer grate and drop to us.
Yes, but Mr. Friend, I'm looking at the net architecture, and it appears that you still have several problems. Kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in bad shape. I'm at almost half
So-
health. I'm definitely bleeding out of my nose and eyes and ears.
Yeah, you control those things, but you're also in the presence of two ravens and a wisp.
Yeah, no, it's bad. Mr. Friend is definitely like, we need to hurry this along.
Yep. So that
Would
will.
drugs help?
What drugs help?
Would they? I've got Empire.
Would I don't think unless you can immediately administer something to give me more hit points. I don't think there's anything that can. Like, I don't know if Empire's gonna help me. It may help Branton, but it probably won't help me that much.
He's got his own supply.
Branton has all of it.
He does.
Branton's gonna be high on Empire the rest of the campaign.
So, here's what we can do. I mean, it's up to you guys how you want to handle this, but yeah, I mean, No, there's nothing anybody can do to give you more hit points. What you can do is a dose of Empire will cause you to ignore your wound penalties, which are -2 to all actions at this point, I think.
Yeah, then I'll do that.
Um,
I'll take some
Yeah.
Empire. Sure.
yeah, that seems like a good, smart move. And
Like drugs. Wait, no,
yeah.
drugs are bad.
okay. I had to say that. I had to say okay.
Okay.
Where is the new book? There it is. Okay, so, John, I'm
Yo.
sorry, Cassandra's, the rabbit. You are, what's your move here? I'm sorry, you just
I'm
fell
just
down
moving.
the hole.
Yeah, I fell down the hole.
You're
and-
moving ahead. You're looking for what's up here.
Yeah, and if
Okay.
I could just bring Cassandra with me, I'm gonna do that.
I mean, I'm not going to resist, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if she's looking that bad, or wait, what about Ari? How are you looking? Or
I'm in rough shape. I'm at almost half HP.
and you're with us though, right?
Yeah, so Mr. Friend is like, I don't know. He's, like I said, he's bleeding out of his nose, ears, eyes, maybe his mouth a little. It looks like he's hemorrhaging blood from his head.
Yeah. Okay. So then, like, yeah, Cassandra's got the dog. I'm gonna take a Mr. Friend. I'm gonna just like kind of hold him up on one shoulder and take him with me to try
I'm not gonna put up a fight.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
to
let
try
you do
to-
that.
get him out of here as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I would say as soon as I see that you're like bleeding out of everywhere, I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to take a dose of Empire and stab you in the neck with it
Right.
and
That's
say,
fine.
"You're welcome."
Thank you.
Mr. Friend is if you get carried away from a pretty tight spot.
I understand. I tell her like, I tell Rabbit I gotta like disconnect and jack out and like before we can do this, or I'm gonna get really hurt.
I just put a blast radius on you. That
Oh,
will be.
okay.
That's how far you
I'm-
can move without being forcibly jacked out.
Yeah, I'm just like, just give me a sec. Just give me a sec. Like,
All right. So then I'll just end my movement there.
yeah.
And when you jack out, the cyber dogs become a problem again.
Unless we turn them off first.
Yeah, but you'd have to shut down each robot individually, mechanically.
I
Greg.
understand.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hunker down right here next to him, and I'm just gonna keep my eyes and my gun
You're training on the hole.
on the hole. Yeah.
So he'll shoot up and we'll. Oh wow, that was bad. Rabbit will aim her firearm up the entryway to the sewer. There you go. That's a better way. And I guess Cass and I will work on manually shutting down the dogs that are with us. And then I will disconnect and we'll flee.
I
General
mean, you
plan?
also have one dog down the sewer. You've got 3 dogs that are in the room with the guys who want to kill you.
Oh.
Upstairs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Change of
Maybe
plans.
maybe the dog should
Maybe
kill the bad
Cass,
guys.
You turn off the one down here, and I spend like maybe this turn staying in range and sicking the dogs on the people in upstairs to buy
I
us
like
some
that.
time.
Yeah. Do that.
Yes.
Empire's clearing my head. This is good. I look over at Brandon. This is good stuff. It's good stuff.
I've been saying that from the moment we got a hold of it.
It's like that. It's like that kid tranquilizer stuff from Queen's Gambit.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, it's pretty good. So
Sounds
far.
like it's off topic.
I gotta watch that.
Ari, I don't know how to change ownership on this.
Oh, you were gonna give me the dogs? Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to because I
that's
kind of need you
cool.
to be able to control them. But I don't know how to change that for some reason.
They have they have a very simple instruction. It's basically I take my cue from the rap group Diant Word. So murder, 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 kill, kill, kill. That's
Yeah.
that's the instructions.
Dianthe Wood, yeah.
Murder, 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 kill, kill, kill.
Position, image, resources, character. Link.
You're welcome,
token,
everyone.
Token name.
Cassandra, what are the chances you can turn that thing off?
Oh, this I can handle. I might need some help carrying it. It's kind of a big one.
Just turn it off here. We don't need to carry it.
What are the chances?
I really want it.
What are the chances you can make it ours?
Oh, that's
So it's pretty
easy.
good. Probably
I just need to
pretty
bring it
good,
home.
actually.
Oh my god, shotgun naming it.
All right. So
Oh,
Ari,
fuck.
hit tab. I just made you owner of Cyberdogs.
Okay.
I think. Does it tab you through all the Cyberdogs?
Let's find out. Tab. I gotta switch scenes, I guess. Hold on.
Well, you should just be in basement sewer. It should work.
It looks. Yeah, I think I am. Hold on. 1, 2. No, I don't know what's going on here. I'm having issues, Mr.
okay.
Tishan. I can kind of see. Hold on, Mr. Friend. Robot dog. No. Okay, that's one robot dog. I have control. I have control of the dogs.
Okay. Cool. All right.
I can't see all of them,
Right.
but I can cycle through them. There's like
That's interesting. You can't see them all.
I can see 2 of them. Or
Okay,
like,
whatever.
are there cyber dogs that are in the tunnel, out of range?
There are, but you don't have control of those. So pretend you don't know that they exist.
Okay.
I realized I fucked
issue.
up there. Yeah.
Right
so that's an
there.
interesting thing. We're gonna need to come up with a system for you to be able to just grab things like this because that's important. I don't know how to do that. Interesting. How to
Well,
make like a
future problem.
There's got to be there must be a module for that.
For now, if you want to take away control, I can ping
Yep.
on the map.
Yep. We'll do
So that way I'm not meta.
Configure permissions. None. It's really weird that I can't. Oh wait, configure permissions. Ari David is default. Save. Okay. What's weird is that I can't make the individual token. I can't change permissions on that unless I'm missing.
Yeah, because it is the token referencing a character sheet. Because if it's
Correct.
like roll 20,
Yes.
it's you're not actually making separate characters. You're just putting one token down that's referencing the same character.
Well, tokens have their own data set that is initially pulled from the character sheet. It's complicated, but yes.
I know, no. I'm saying if it's like roll 20, which it isn't. So I'm like, in roll 20, you like the way they do their NPCs is they don't tie the HP to the character sheet. They just put the hit points on the token, because if you keep dragging the same token onto the map and you adjust the health on one, it will change all of them if it's tied to the HP.
Gotcha.
So each one has to be its own thing.
Okay. Well, those dogs go on
Nerd.
your initiative anyway.
Cool.
So up is private security. Security
Oh my God.
guard.
Yes, the dog does have to be named Barkov.
Should
Oh my
should we add a grenade launcher to it? I feel like
I feel like the
It
Barkov
should.
dog needs explosives.
yeah.
This
I'm
is the
adding a
moment-
grenade launcher. I've decided that's my
I like it.
project when I've got some downtime.
This is the
Like
moment.
a mouth grenade launcher, like
Yeah.
it goes woof, and then like grenades launch out of its mouth.
Okay. You guys hear some walking around over the top of you as security guards are
The
repositioning
rabbit is
themselves.
sweating over that idea, by the way.
I guess, actually, Mr. Friend, you have vision in the room. You can see that basically 2 security guards are ambling towards the hole.
I let everyone know we're running out of time.
They're apprehensive. They're just kind of like easing up against it with their submachine guns. And then one of them yells down, "There's no way out from down there. Why don't you guys come back up or throw your weapons up and we can talk about the situation."
We'll figure that out on our own. Thank you. Come on, let's go.
I don't know. I'm waiting for my initiative out of character before I respond.
Yeah. Branton, you're up.
I think I'm just going to stay where I am. I mean,
Yeah.
that's it. Stay where I am, and I'll yell back, wait, you're sure there's no way out?
Are you positive?
You
Brandon.
wouldn't lie to us, would you?
Medusa Jones pings your agent, and you get a message in your ear. Where are you guys? I lost your tracking information.
Classic.
Sewer. One word.
Okay. This guy is no longer tied up because we escaped that whole situation. So
Hey, you got to tell me if you're a cop. You can't lie.
that's a fact. Yeah.
Greg, is there an equivalent to
Cops can't lie.
readying an action?
Not really. No. You can. So you can. What's the word I'm looking for here? You can delay your action, a specific action, to a specific time frame in the initiative order. But you cannot delay your move. You have to move when your turn is up. And
Okay.
it's weird. It's not weird. It's just specific.
So then, should I specify what I'm waiting for?
If that's, you would just basically announce at initiative blank, I'm opening fire.
Oh, okay. So it's not like, okay, I see somebody poke their head down the hole, I shoot it.
I mean, I think that we can rule that that's how it would work. It's a totally reasonable thing. I mean, let's say that that's how it is. It's a house rule. Yeah, you can't delay
Okay.
moves. You can ready actions until a condition is met in the initiative.
Okay.
But you will lose your action if that condition is not met.
Yeah, all right, so that's
we'll
where
house
I'm
rule
at.
that, and then if I'll check the book later, and if it's way wrong, then we'll fix it.
All right, ready in action. That's what I'm gonna do.
What is your action?
My action is just ready to shoot.
You're shooting if anybody comes down the hole.
Correct.
Okay. Mr. Friend is up.
So I can see through the dogs, right?
So you have access to vision through the dogs. You see basically the whole room. You have a dog that is awake here with you in the sewer. There is, if I'm not mistaken, there should be at least another dog upstairs. Yes, there's another dog upstairs that was in the fight. There are 2 more dogs that are in charging docks behind this data bank over here. Can you see this at all, Ari?
I can see your finger. I can't
You can't see what I'm showing you?
I can't see the tokens. I can see the server bank.
I'm going to move you into the room.
Okay, just so I can see. Got it. So
So you can see those.
hold on. Where am I? I don't see myself yet.
Hit tab.
Okay.
I moved your net architecture token.
Oh, my other Mr. Friend. There he is. Yep. Okay.
Greg, you want
Everything's
to put the
good. I
map
can
up
see
on Twitch?
Okay. So
Is it not? It is.
yeah. Can you move the camera, the observer camera, over to the other
Yeah.
room?
Yeah.
You know what I can do too.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, this
I'm just
is a
disabling
guard.
token vision for now.
Okay. All right.
Which means I believe that you can now see infinitely, or you should be able to. No? not.
Nothing's changed yet, so I
Oh, I
can't
see. I have
quite.
to do this, and now save changes.
Oh, now
Okay.
it's reloading. Canvas drawing failed for the token layer.
That's weird.
I can't see anything now.
I guess Are you sure? Try it. Hit refresh.
Oh. The joys of streaming. Yeah, okay. I can see now. Yep, I see everything. Yep, great.
See
Cool.
everything.
I can see through time.
So there's a
Oh,
Cyberdog
wow, look at
here,
that.
here.
So this is a guard. That's a guard.
Yep.
This is a guard. This is a guard. This
Cyberdog.
is Cyberdog. And I don't know about anything else. I don't know about anything else.
And these 4 guys don't actually exist.
Oh, okay. So it looks like I'm almost even. Oh, is that a guard too?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so there's what? 5 guards, 6 guards, and 3 dogs.
I have 5 guards, is what I'm counting. Where do you see
1,
6?
2.
Oh, 6 is over
3.
here. Yeah, I got it. Yep,
Okay.
6 guards. That's right. 6 guards, 3 dogs.
All right. The and then I have the one. We have the one dog down here. Can I give different commands to all the dogs?
You wear the dog as skin. You are the dog. And so there are 3 control nodes here. There are
So
control
good.
nodes for each dog here. You can activate each control node on... You can activate a control node once on your net as a net action. So, per turn, rather. So each dog has its own control node.
So I can control 3 of the dogs, is what you're saying.
You can do 3 dog things on a turn.
Okay.
Oh wow.
However,
So the
keep in
3 dog
mind,
things I'm doing.
there are black ice all over you that you're ignoring.
Yes, I understand.
Yep.
Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna brave it for one more turn so
Yep.
that I'm not gonna give any commands to the dog that Cassandra is gonna be turning off because
Yep.
she's gonna be manually turning it off.
Yep.
The 3 dogs I have control in the office, I'm going to sick on all 3 of them are gonna attack the 2 guards by the open grate.
Okay.
And basically, Mr. Friend is just gonna very cockily shout back up the sewer, I don't think you guys have anywhere to go.
Oh shit.
Ooh, zinger.
And then I sick the dogs on them.
All right. I gotta just check something here because you're gonna have to roll dice for that,
Yes,
and I
sir.
want to make sure I have the right setup rolling.
Yes, sir.
Take him down, Ari.
I
I'll
believe-
try. My
Where's
dice
net
has
actions?
not been great this campaign.
Time to teach these pups some new tricks.
Does Brandon actually say that?
Please do.
Oh,
He
totally.
should. He totally should. It's a fucking great thing to say.
I groaned. Mr. Friend groans. You can't tell if it's from the brain damage or the joke, but like either way, he's
Depends on how
groaning.
you want to take it.
Yeah.
Branton's like, it was a good joke. He's hurt.
Oh, okay. So it's your own brawl. All
It's my
attacks,
own brawl.
Yeah, all attacks and defenses are made using the Netrunner's own schools as if they were firing weapons in your own hands, dodging with your own body.
Oh wow. Well, I am not trained in brawl, so that'll be cool.
That's okay.
Here we go.
So you should have it. You can pull a macro for it.
I have a macro up already. I'm
So
just waiting
what
for
is-
command.
Yep. So the dogs, they have a stat set up. They have a move of 6. So they can move 6, and then they brawl attacks are made at a rate of fire 2. So each dog can make 2 attacks.
And what do they do? Do they just bite?
They bite.
They bite. Cool. So they can move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You got the
5.
rulers.
Yeah. It's 10 meters. They can move you said 6 meters. So
Correct.
it's 3 squares. Well,
doesn't
if that's
make-
the
wait,
case.
that's not right. Hold on. They should be able to move 6 squares.
Because, yeah. That's 12 meters.
It's 2 meters per square, so they can move double. No, their movement is 6. They move 6 squares because they move 12 meters.
Got it. Okay, confusiness. Okay.
Yeah, my brain farted out there too.
Okay. No more ruler.
So
Target
they're
thing.
fast, is my point.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take this guy. I can't move him, but this
Ping where you want
one,
to go.
I want one dog here, and I want one dog here, and then a third dog. Well, I was imagining. Let's see. Can it make it? 12. It can probably go over here.
Yep.
Okay. So
I
third
mean-
dog goes there.
Yeah, we can make that work. You know what?
Okay.
It probably would be a different arrangement of dog. There's a different way to do the move the dogs that it would have been fine. So you've got them.
I got him. Okay. So one attack
This one would have gone
against
here, and
this
this one would have gone here.
and then 2 attacks against this guard. Well, I
Okay.
mean 2 dogs. They're each 2 attacks each. I understand.
Yep.
Okay.
Roll brawl.
All right. So this is for this one right here. Attack 1. Whoa, 16.
That hits.
Okay, what's the damage?
Did I log that on their character sheets? I made a note somewhere. It would be 2d6, I think, though,
Okay.
if I didn't give it a weapon. No, I
8
didn't.
damage.
Ooh.
Okay, so they're at...
The macros are great, by the way, Greg. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Okay, dog. This guy got ripped. The dog just like went bark, bark, and then just like and leapt in with just like these razor teeth and just like started chomping at this female security guard's back. Blood is just like spraying out through her armor.
Is she still alive?
Yeah, she's shrieking in agony though.
Okay,
like the dog tore a huge sheet of flesh off of her back.
Nice.
Second attack.
Yep.
Same guard. I
Hits-
miss.
No, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
you did miss.
I miss.
Because I'm at -2 though, so. But it doesn't
Yeah, but
matter.
I
You still missed.
still,
Okay.
I still rolled.
All right.
I
Next.
got bad. So she's bleeding. Okay, so we'll do this dog next.
This security guard right here, she just suddenly like shouts, "They've got the dogs!" Oh my
That's
god!
right. As they get mauled. And yes, I do shout that back up. That's right.
Okay. Which
all
dog
right.
is? What are we doing now?
This security guard is getting
Yep.
attacked 4 times.
Okay.
Okay. Attack number 1. 9.
It's
Yeah, that's what I like to see. Okay. 7 damage.
bad bite, but tore a chunk out of her leg.
Okay. Second attack. Is that? It says I got a 14 versus your 16, but is she at -2?
She is, but ties go to the defender.
Okay. That's all for this dog. Third dog over here. First attack. Same target.
Yep.
11 to
that's
hit.
a hit.
Okay.
No, you rolled a 10. I rolled an 11.
Oh, but it's still a hit because -2
It's a hit
is
because of
9.
-2.
Yeah.
Yep.
7 more damage.
Ooh.
Nasty. Dog just like this. She's just like leaning back, and the dog's like chewing out of her arm.
Cool. Last attack. Oh God, 8 to hit.
She
Nah,
somehow
it misses. Yeah.
scrambles out of the way of that next dog. The floor is just like slick with their blood.
Nice.
It's a
So
mess.
I just, before my turn's over, last free action, I just turn to the party and go, I'm fucking them up, but we gotta hurry.
Branton says, Felice Navidad.
I didn't
Just
mean
a
with
cold
jokes. I mean,
stare.
let's
Just
just
a
lose one
cold
get out of
humanity.
here.
Lose one
stare.
humanity for that now.
I feel like we should lose humanity for the dad joke.
For
Right?
hearing it.
For hearing it.
I can't afford to lose any more humanity. Mr. Friend's like
Just some blood out
on
of
the
the ear.
edge already.
That's one badass mother pupper.
Stop.
No, I can't express to you how much I hate you.
Sidetrack. Ari, I went out of curiosity to pull up The Incredible Dr. Pol on Disney Plus just to see, and now it will not leave my television. It's on the suggested. You turn on my TV, it's all I see. The Incredible Dr. Pol.
Sucker.
Yeah, Ari trapped me. There we go. I'm done.
Happy to do it.
Guys, we're doing a show here. I don't know.
No,
Oh.
I'm in control of the horizontal and the vertical now.
All right.
I'm done.
So this security guard is not thrilled with the situation. What are they equipped with weapons-wise? I kind of forgot.
I'm guessing guns.
She is running over to this dog and just like pulls out her expanding baton, and just starts wailing on it.
Oh, that's bad. Baton. I mean, bad for them if that's their
Yeah.
go-to weapon.
So you got to roll evade for this now. Ari?
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's my evade.
Yeah. You own the scene now.
Oh yeah. All right. So come on, Ari. There we go. 12 on evade.
A 17 hits.
Dog gets whacked.
Okay. And then let's roll the second attack. She's doing it twice. A 13 and 11. So I hit
14.
once. I hit
Yeah.
once. For 6 damage.
Okay, you gotta mark that because
Yeah, I did it. Okay. Moving along. This private security she is in such a bad way. She is gonna unload on the cyberdog that just ripped her up with her submachine gun. She rolled a 17. I need to see the chart very quickly. Auto fire fault. A 17 hits once. That's a shame. I forget what her weapon does for damage. It's easy enough to roll. She does 11 damage to the dog. Oh, actually, wait. Hold on. I can do this. Check this out. Just put some automatic fire into the mix by pushing the automatic fire button.
Nice.
And no more mouth sounds, I guess. So the dog, a bullet flips through the dog's, metal plating, sparks fly. The other ones just get buried into the computer bank behind it. She's just like screaming. Ah!
you all right up there?
This private security had already run for cover. Oh god, I forgot that they're all flashbanged too, so like they have a very hard time hitting anything. This one in particular was, yeah.
That's
maybe not. I
right.
didn't
Who
put the thing
was it? Cassandra who did the flashbang?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why this
Fucking
guy's
A, yeah.
hanging out. He's doing nothing. He's just gonna hide out because he can't see. Cassandra's up.
All right. So I'm going to disable the dog, the one that's down here with us.
It's a
Yep.
security roll. It's a DD 13.
Okay. Hold on. Is that weapons tech?
No, it'll be electronic security.
Electronic security. All right. Okay. No way did I just roll a... Oh, okay. 19.
Nice.
Dog is disabled.
I was like,
This
I rolled
dog
a what?
is effectively at 0 hit points. It's a completely disabled dead dog. It can do nothing.
Except
but
be
nothing.
carried out and renamed Barkov.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. So
120 pounds. But,
how do I know how much my character can lift?
you know what? That's a great question. We will have to answer that in a moment. That was your move. Unless you're going to walk, that's what you've done for your turn.
Yeah. So I'd say for now I've disabled it and I've got it cradled in my arms and I'm just grinning. I've got plans. I've got plans for this robot.
Yeah, Rabbit totally has like those little anime stars in her eyes, and she's all like, "Oh."
Mr.
So excited.
Zero's up. What's the word, man? What's the word on the street?
Well, what I'm gonna do is why can't I move anything in the scene? Do I need to refresh?
You might.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think you need
So
to.
so what I'm gonna do? I see all this going down. I'm like, all right, well, it's a sewer. It's got to go somewhere. So I'm gonna start moving down to check out what's up ahead.
Okay.
There we go.
Can you move now? You. What's your move rating? It is.
My move rating is
7. So you can move.
okay. So that's 7
tiles.
squares. Yeah.
Correct.
All right. Makes sense. All right. I'm not actually standing in the sludge. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and for my action, I can take a second move as an action, right?
You can. You can run.
All right. I think
Unfortunately, I think that right now you can see everything in the scene for a couple of reasons. which is a problem for me. I'm going to switch that over, and then you'll probably have to refresh.
I may have spoiled something for myself.
It's possible. What you got? I'm not gonna. Okay.
I'm gonna refresh again.
Yeah. There you are.
All right. So, and then I go 1. I look ahead. I see what I see. Greg?
Yeah.
All right, I see what I see.
Oh, you see what you see, yeah. So as you make your way down, the floor is like this metal kind of grating that slopes down at each side. It angles towards like a V. But so there's like, bleh, everywhere. But like in the middle, it's like wet. I don't know what's going on in chat. I'm a little offended. I'm not sure what's happening over there.
All right. So another 7 brings
We're
me.
making dog puns.
Okay.
Actually,
And eyes of
actually, you know what I'm
Tin
gonna
House
do? So that was all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 7, 6, 5, 4. All right, 5, 6, 7. All right. So I get halfway down the hallway, and I motion, and I come back. I motion everyone. All right. This hall, like this leg is clear till where I can see up ahead.
Okay. Okay. In that case, it is now this security guard, and her deal is that she's being, this dog is trying to kill her. So she will fire her submachine gun at said dog. She rolled a 24. I believe that dog is extremely dead.
Yeah,
because what happens now...
That sounds correct.
Yeah. Shit. What is it normally? So she would go combat. That is... Shit. Why can't I... It's super dumb. Weapons. I gotta look up auto fire because I haven't actually had this work yet. So I kind of forget how it works. Auto fire. Auto fires were worked if you hit TD6, multiply it by the amount you beat up to the max. Wow. Okay, so it's a multiple. Shit. That's kind of crazy. So we're gonna go 2d6. It's 5 times 3, so 15 damage on the dog. Less than I would think. But. So she just unloads 3 bullets, land straight into the dog's chest. Bullets like metal, plastic, and wires, and sparks go flying. The dog kind of like staggers on its feet, but like kind of it's loose, but it's holding itself together.
Monsters. Shooting robot dogs.
Yeah. Damn right. That's that automatic fire sound effect I just ran. Okay. I'm doing it. I'm doing that. And then she's going to move away. she's getting the hell out of here. She's tactically retreating as fast as possible. Cyber dogs are not in the initiative anymore. Okay, Ari, it's time for Black Ice.
I don't like this part.
No.
I don't like it.
So roll defense against.
Interface, right? Yeah.
Unless you have some kind of software.
Let's see what I got. I don't know. I know I was marking what I lost, but player character, Mr. Friend.
Oh, you know what? These ravens don't work anymore. That's right. I updated all of this shit.
Oh, great. They're broken? Cool. They don't work anymore.
No.
All right.
No.
I heard you. They don't work.
Yep.
I got
Canon.
it. They're broken.
It's done.
It's done. He declared it.
Okay.
GM judgment. If my cyber deck is to be believed, I have armor, shield, and flak.
That is probably to be believed. Okay. So I will just put these guys into the initiative real quick. but then I'll worry about their placement in a minute because it's not going to be correct. Okay,
Programs.
so attack, and it rolled a 10 to attack. Roll your defense.
Yes, sir. Oh, no, the first one, 13. No, wait. No,
So
I only
against,
clicked
I
once.
know. You rolled
Yeah.
an 8. I was rolling the next one, so roll defense again. So you get hit once by a raven.
Mm-hmm.
Roll
And I
another
get
defense.
hit twice, probably.
You
See,
probably
the
do.
dice are not my friends.
And then roll one more time for defense. Because that's a wisp. Okay, so you blocked the wisp. Both ravens hit. And now I have to look up what their ability is. I kind of forget. I think they destroy your software.
Okay. I
They
can live with
derez
that.
a single defender program and then do 1d6 damage direct to your brain.
I
So,
don't like that part.
I don't know what defender programs you're still running.
Well, I'd be one of them, armor, shield, or flak. Probably armor.
Okay, so you
Would
lose
be running.
armor.
Okay.
And were you running shield?
Yeah, probably.
So you also lose shield.
Okay.
And you take a total of 11 damage.
Yeah, Mr. Friend, you all see him basically like spasm and shake around like he's having an aneurysm, and he literally coughs up like a solid amount, like small cups worth of blood.
Oh man.
And like maybe his cyber arm is sizzling a little. His cyber eyes are smoking a bit, and he's like, "We gotta go."
Smoke is coming out of his eyes. Oh my God.
That's how he sees VR.
I guess they would be, yeah. That's right.
He's got robo eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not doing great.
Eyes.
Robo eyes.
So for the record, I have 11 hit points left out of 40. So
You need to check out, man.
I was trying to buy everybody some time, and now I am. That's my next turn. That's what I'm doing.
The rabbit, you are up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going anywhere without him or Cassandra or
Right.
I guess Brandon and Zero too.
I guess, Brent.
I guess not.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I'm just concentrating on that whole
Oh boy. Oh, don't
holding
lie
down.
these
I'm holding the
softballs,
line.
John.
I'm just holding the line. I'm holding
it's
the line
fine.
right there. That's all I'm doing. I'm not moving at all.
Okay, you're just waiting to shoot.
I'm going to hold my action, and if I see a human or robo-dog shape fill that hole, I'm gonna
Do you have
blast it.
explosives you can pitch up through that hole? I'm just
I
trying to
don't.
remind you. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I didn't bring anything because I thought we were going to an actual party. I just
right.
brought my cannon, my
That's right.
gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your naivete really.
I know,
hurt you.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this 11-year-old girl is
I was
just
really,
I mean, we all did it.
I mean, what is she,
Except you.
9?
I mean, her license or her ID says she's 18.
This
Her
guy.
face says 6. I'm just making her younger every time.
Hey, Greg, has anyone gone over here? Like,
Yeah, it's
where
over that
here
way.
is. Oh,
Right?
yeah. Ant has gone that way. Zero has gone that way.
Yeah, he said
Yes.
it's clear.
I said it's clear as far as I can see.
Yeah,
all right.
that is what he said. It's clear as far as he can see. I paraphrased.
So, can everybody make a concentration roll?
Sure.
Everybody?
Is that on my
Everybody.
macros?
Yeah, if it's not on your macros, you can add it to your macros.
You can. I did somewhere. Here we go. Concentration. Boom. Mr. Friend
Wow.
got. What did Mr. Friend get? He got
Your
an
goal,
18.
No,
I got a
private security
22.
got an 18. Your goal is to beat an 18. So
I did.
Okay, so
I got a
Mr.
20.
No,
Friend
I got
succeeds.
an 18
Brandon
also.
succeeds.
Got an
Cassandra
18.
fails. Zero
Mr. Friend succeeds.
The rabbit succeeds. A security guard standing over the hole just unloads a withering hail of bullets down through the hole. And then it's suppressing fire is the rule. So effectively, everybody who passed is fine. They don't get hit. But Liz, you have to run for cover and get out of line of sight on your next action. It's the only thing you're allowed to do until you're out of cover. However, it's just coming out of this hole. So once you take your move action away from the hole, you'll be free.
All right.
Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Honestly, it doesn't matter. All it means is that on your next turn, the first thing you have to do is move away from the hole.
Can I carry this robot with me?
I mean, you can't move that far, so no. You can't pick up the... You can only move... You're going to move 4 tiles, whatever your move is, away from the hole, and then you're free to do whatever you want.
You can yell at us to drag the dog.
Yeah.
Don't forget the dog.
I think your move is 7. Actually, you move pretty quick, so...
I feel like Rabbit would definitely grab this dog.
I will lay down my life for it.
It's an athletics check.
She's already madly in love with it.
That's great.
This guy is going to attack this cyber dog with his club. Ari, make a reflex roll.
Yes, sir.
Make 2 of them.
Evade
roll, yeah.
15 and 20.
Somehow this busted-ass dog dodged both of this guy's swings with his club. I don't know how. I suppose actually
it's
that's something
glitching
to
that
point
fast.
out. When we're dealing with robots, the robot's hit points that you're controlling should apply a modifier in the future. Because, like, you're trying to control it, but that robot's broken.
I mean, my modifier should my hit point modifier at the very least is applying to these rolls.
Branton, you're up.
But you're right.
All right, I'm gonna check out what's going on over there. I'll head over to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Go right here.
Okay.
I can move 20, right?
So, what's your move rating?
God damn
Your
it.
move
I'll do
rating...
20. 20 is fine.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah. Mr. Friend is up.
Okay, so is jacking out a net action or a meat space action?
It's a net action, so you can take 2 actions and then jack out.
That was going to be my question. So I'm going to control 2 of the dogs, and then I'm going to jack out.
Okay.
So, looking back at my map, who are the 2 least damaged dogs?
This dog and this dog. I don't know how much you can see anymore.
Yeah, not much.
Okay, I'm moving you back into the middle of the room.
Cool.
Now you can probably see pretty good.
I can't. I gotta
So,
refresh.
this
thing
dog-
like
yeah, that's right,
froze
sure.
on me.
Oh, probably because I switched vision rules.
Yeah, 1 sec. I'm just refreshing. Thanks to the macros, I actually don't need to pull up my sheets that much. So
That was the
good.
goal. And I think that honestly,
Yeah.
since we started using these macros, combat has run a lot faster.
Oh, so much faster.
A billion
so much
times faster. So I'm super... This is a huge success.
Yeah,
This is
it's
going to make the
great.
game and the show much better.
Cool.
Greg, the window's still focused on me.
Correct.
Yeah, so I can't see anymore, but that's okay.
Really?
I roughly remember the setup. So
Well,
there
whatever.
should...
I know what you want it to have
Yeah, I
happen
want-
here.
Yeah, so 2 dogs are attacking.
I don't
One-
have vision in that room either. That's really weird.
One dog is going... The first dog's going to attack the most wounded-looking security guard.
All right.
Attack number 1 is a 17.
If I just... Can you see now, Ari?
No, I see the game master thing moving, and I see shadows and the room, but I can't, like, it's not lit.
What room are you in?
I'm looking at the room with the dogs and the guards and the servers. Like, you see my mouse?
Yeah.
That's where I am.
But did you tab into that token? Move your character
Is it-
around with your arrow key.
I can't tab into it, apparently, because I'm only with the one character right now.
That's weird. That's the problem.
It's also responding slow. Hold on. Tab. There we go. Okay. Yes, I'm back in, and I have vision, and I see what's up. All right. So guard here. Or is that a dog? That's a dog. That's a guard.
That's a guard.
Okay.
So you have a dog here.
Yeah.
Sorry. Dog here. Dog here. Dog here. Okay.
Okay.
And then the rest are guards.
2 attacks against this guard, because that's the one laying down the suppressive fire, right?
Okay. No, the hole is way back over here. I don't know if you can see that marker.
Oh, all right.
And this guy's the one shooting down the hole.
Oh, well, then I'm going to take this doggo, and I'm going to move it over here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have it attack the suppressing fire one.
Okay, roll brawl.
Uh-huh.
You get 2 attacks. I rolled my evades.
The first attack was a 17. I already rolled it like a minute ago. It's up there.
Yeah.
And then the second attack is an 18. So I think they both hit.
The first attack misses because I rolled an 18 for evade. The second attack hits.
Oh, all right. So
Sorry.
2d6, 7 damage.
Huge chunk gets torn out of his thigh. It's a disaster.
It's a disaster.
He shrieks. Ah!
And this is another one this one I messed up already, right? This guard that I'm pinging.
Oh yeah. Can you not see their hit points? I guess you can't. I keep that secret.
I can't.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna send my second dog, see if I can thin their herd a little, and the second dog's gonna attack
Rubin's
that
camera
one.
just crapped out, I think. Hey Rubin, wave if you can see me.
I can see you. Rubin crapped out.
Yeah, he did. It's
Yeah.
okay. Okay,
Yeah.
he'll come back.
Okay.
Sorry. So Cyberdog,
Yeah, Cyberdog is gonna try and finish off this person.
roll brawl.
Yep, let's do it.
I
Brawl.
rolled a 9, 8, and a 13. So I beat an 8 and a 13. That's a hit. That's a hit.
And a hit. 7 on the first, 10 on the second. Damage-wise.
Yeah. So the dog just pounces on her, and just rips out her throat. It's a horror show. The dog is now just a robot drenched in human blood. Everybody in the room is freaking out. No! They got
However,
Lind!
at this point, I'm gonna jack out. Because if I let the black ice get to me this turn, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's see, net actions.
No, you just do it.
I just do it? Okay. So again, the visual when I'm jacked in, because Mr. Friend does wear big mirror shades like this, but when he's jacked in, his cybernetic eyes glow, so you see the smiley faces. So all of a sudden you hear like maybe a little spark and like a as he shuts off, and Mr. Friend like slumps against the side of the wall and is like, "We gotta go now!" And he spends his move. I'm gonna go back to him because presumably I can still move.
Net action. Yeah. Net actions are an action, so you still have a move action.
Right. And so my speed is. Sorry, forgive me. Move is 7, which means 7
squares.
7 squares. Okay. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I don't drag the dog because Mr. Friend is like definitely stumbling and like coughing up more blood as he's running towards 0.
Well, guys,
Calling it.
Yeah, he literally through grit, bloody teeth said, "We gotta go."
let's take 5 for a bio break because we've been doing this for a little over an hour now anyway, and also Branton just told me that he's rebooting his computer. He's having some problems. I'm sure he'll be back in a few minutes. Bio break. We'll be back in 5, maybe 10 minutes. Mad Queen, nobody is dead.
I'm close to it.
Are you? Mad
I'm at
Queen, are you
11.
Mad Queen?
Mad Queen Alice?
Yeah.
She's Werecat. She changed her name. She's one of my followers.
Oh, okay. I thought she's
on my Discord channel. We're buds.
Well, the lore keeper for Cyberpunk is the Mad Queen. She does a live show. No.
She's one of your regulars.
Okay, cool. Hello. We'll be back in 5 or 10 minutes while we all go have pee breaks and refill these. And yes, Sparko, you got the knock.
Sparko gets the bro fists.
So stand by and please enjoy this actual advertisement from Twitch, whatever they've got in store for you. It'll be a good one, I'm sure. We'll be right back after this. And we're back, and there's a lot of chewing sounds in my mic, so it's probably in your ears too. It's okay. So, you guys are all down the hole, and actually, at this point, your assailants aren't following you, so I could keep you in suspense, but it seems pointless.
Hold on, time out. Is Ari in the stream?
Oh, he's not in the
yeah,
stream.
his camera's, he's with us.
Oh, sorry.
We
I just
cannot
realized
see.
for some reason I got to put you back in the stream. You got a new URL. Show people, watchers, viewers. Give me 5 seconds. I'll have this fixed.
Greg got garbled at the end there. He's fixing it.
I'll have it fixed. I don't know why that is.
I'm significant. I matter. I'm darn good enough.
Gosh darn it.
And people like me.
Oh man, what was that? What was his name?
Stuart?
Smalls.
Who?
Stuart.
Stuart Smalls. Yeah.
Stuart Smalls. That's
Oh
it.
man, one of my favorite
Gosh darn
holiday
it.
movies. Stuart Saves His
Oh
Family.
my god.
A true classic that speaks to me.
It's a hell of a movie. All right, so we're back. And so I was going to keep you I could keep you in suspense, but the truth of the matter is that you have severely wounded these hired security guards. Lind is dead. Nobody's happy about it. No one wants to follow you into the sewer. They're ready to just file a report and get out of here. And so they're not coming after you, and I'm ending combat.
Oh, good.
So you guys are in this sewer. So as I said, the floor is a metal open grating that slopes straight from the walls down towards the middle, and then under the grating, in general, is sewer juice. And so as the floor slopes away, there's like a channel. It gives the appearance of there being a channel of juice in the middle, but in truth, it's actually under the entire floor. And it smells pretty rotten down here. It's not great, I'm not going to lie. The walls are plasteel blocks that are interlocked and built up to create these spaces. And there's just like on top of those, on the walls and ceiling, there's tons of pipes and conduit and information cables, and it is a warren of communications and plumbing and cabling and all kinds of things. You find yourselves in a fairly large room, some kind of a junction point, with one pathway that leads away. It is 6 meters wide. And there's a lot of, we should change the sounds. There's a lot of sounds of, dripping and wetness.
And squish.
Gross.
Squish.
Yeah,
Are there like irradiated rats of unusual size?
Well, actually, at the present,
3
there's not
eyes,
much-
6
there's not-
legs.
There's not much down here at all. It seems to be pretty sterile, aside from the floating refuse running down the center channel.
All right.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna throw an arm around Mr. Friend and be like, "It's okay, big guy, I got you," and then just start shuffling my way down this, hallway. And
I'm too fucked up to put up any resistance. I'm totally letting Rabbit help me.
I'm gonna just like nudge Cassandra and Moog, point up at the at the mess of cables and wires running along the ceiling here. It's like, should we break some of this?
Well,
We should go.
Could, on the way out, it would cause problems for them. And then I glance down at like the blood stains on my new dress, and I'm like, I'd like to cause problems for them.
Are you guys? How are you gonna? What's the plan for the dog? How do you guys think? What are you thinking about? With
Don't forget the dog.
No. I'm gonna try and lift it, unless somebody stronger wants to give it a shot.
What's your body score?
All right, so
I can check for you right now.
Yeah.
I just
You have a body of 6.
I'm
I actually don't
relatively
really
strong.
know what that translates to in terms of like lifting power.
So I think it's an athletics check, because in the book, under body skills for athletics, it says skill of jumping, climbing, throwing, swimming, lifting weights, etc.
Okay.
Lifting weights or robot dogs.
Or robot dogs.
Robo
Yeah.
In parentheses. It's
Alright,
there in the book.
So, I mean, I think it's a DV of 17 to drive this robot, to carry this robot with you for the duration of this walk.
You can try and convince Zero or Branton. I think Rabbit's helping me right now.
Yeah.
This is when the rabbit just drops you down and watches you roll into the sludge and goes back to grab the dog. Be like,
does she do that? Because
no,
just shit.
All right.
That'd be a dick move.
Yeah, that would be something I would do.
Just be like, shove you off into the field.
Really, literally any of the other characters would have done that.
Yeah. Rabbit's the nicest one out of all of us. No,
It's a
Zero's all right. Zero's all right.
The nicest, like, murderer for hire.
I was about to say Zero's actually probably the most moral out of all of us.
When we rolled the rabbit, every single thing that she rolled was like, she loves friends, she needs friends, this is like her thing. It's like, but she's a killer. This is strange.
It's a
hell of
great
a lot
mix.
of fun to play.
It's a great mix.
It's
That's
cool.
what she does for a living.
All right, so I guess I'll roll for it and maybe add 2 luck points just in case. But because I've got, well, I really want this. Well, wait a minute. If I miss this roll, I can just ask somebody to help me, right?
You can work on this together. Yes, you can make this a 2-person
then I'm going to save my luck.
If someone else is willing.
I'll roll and then I'll see whoever's least bloody can help me carry this. So I'll roll athletics. I got an 11, so
you're pulling on it and you're getting like a leg to drag into the poop.
I'm just like, I'm gonna need some help.
So, I mean, with some time, you could disassemble it and bring like each leg and the body separately.
I don't know.
Build it later.
I mean, I'm looking at.
We don't know that we're not going to be. We don't know how. Like, we can't metagame that they're not going to come after us. We all have to kind of operate under the assumption that we're under the gun.
Well, actually, no, because you can hear them moving. Like, you hear them leaving the room. Like, you can hear them being like, "Fuck this! I don't get paid enough," and they're leaving.
Oh, well, in that case, sure, disassemble the dog. I mean, if you are disassembling the dog, Mr. Friend's taking a breather.
All right. I mean, how long would it take me to break it up into more manageable parts?
You could probably do it in 10 minutes.
All right. While that's happening, I'm going to try to ping Medusa Jones and see if she can help us figure out where the sewer goes.
You have. She says you're in the sewer. I don't have information on that. She says I will. I'm trying to find out. Just stay in touch. I am in the area, and I will try to meet you wherever it is that you guys come up topside. Is everybody okay?
Not really.
Oh.
Ish.
We got shot a lot.
Okay. Okay.
I'm fucked up.
Okay.
It smells down here.
But I got a new
Vomiting
toy.
emoji. Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm so excited to get that back.
What are you pointing up?
I'm trying to bring myself back into focus.
Oh. I was like, what's happening? What are you showing me?
She says, well,
The
look,
gabagool.
listen, if everybody's on their feet and moving, like, we will stitch you guys up. Let's just try to get you, let's get out of here, and I'll pick you guys up as soon as I can.
Yep. Sounds good. Let's go.
I
So
ain't
the dog.
checking into anything for a while.
That's fine. All right, so
Yeah, I'm gonna. We're gonna. I'm gonna start making my way.
So Cassandra's disassembled the dog, and it's 120 pounds together, but I mean it's reasonably easy for everybody to take a piece of it if that's like your plan to take this robot dog.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna fight. We all want a robot dog.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like our team mascot.
For sure.
All right, look,
sure.
look, the thing kind of creeps me out a little, but I'll take a drumstick or whatever.
Oh, but between Cassandra and I, we can make that
can rebuild
thing
it.
we can make that thing pretty fucking awesome.
Maybe. All right. So you guys make your way down this fetid sewer. This is new construction. This is relatively new construction. That's another thing.
It's
I
a
want to point
newish
out, too.
building, right?
Everything is new. Like this entire part of the city has been. You're in the
Rebuilt.
new executive
Yeah.
zone. This walled portion of the city that's on the mainland, actually, not out on the fill. And it is entirely being it was rebuilt and repurposed as part of the the revitalization and urban renewal project of Night City here. So the tunnel moves and makes a 90-degree right turn, and then it goes that way for 22 meters, and then there's a branch that goes to the right, and then it goes forward and then to the left. So you can make your decision about which way you are going.
Can we move around here? Like, 'cause I assume I should be able to.
You guys can use the map. I mean, I'm not.
I think I should be able to like I'm getting black spots around here. So
That's probably just holes in the lighting. Honestly.
Yeah.
And is there a smell coming from one way or the other?
No, you can't really detect. I mean, no, not necessarily. There's nothing specific that smells good or bad in any direction.
Okay,
I
and
would
any
say your
sound?
senses are being assailed from every
do
possible direction
Here,
by sewer.
John, Rabbit, you hear something moving
Nope.
coming this way up the tunnel.
Okay.
Something
the
Yeah.
other way.
Electronic.
No, thank you.
Let's go the other way.
Yep.
Don't we want to see what it is?
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is
Mr.
so in
Finn
character.
is
Do it.
walking in the other
Yeah.
direction from the movement, and he's going at a brisk pace, as much as his disheveled self can take him.
guys,
is anybody-
let's try to move as quietly as possible.
Greg,
Uh-huh.
are we leaving any sort of trail? Is anybody bleeding so bad that we're leaving bloody footprints behind us? That kind of
It
thing.
occurs to you that maybe a supreme tracker could do so. However, the floor is like a loose grating.
Yeah.
And then there's flowing fluids underneath it. So, I mean, possibly, and the light is dim and flickering and stuff like that, and it's like orange sodium lighting. So possibly a very serious tracker, or maybe some very serious tracking equipment, could sniff out your blood and follow you, but no casual observer, or even slightly better than casual observer, is really going to be able to track you.
Okay.
You're pretty sure, by the way, Rabbit, that you hear coming from that hallway very distantly now, you hear bark, bark, bark.
Oh, no, robot dogs. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's just go.
Okay, so you move up this hallway.
Although, who is this behind me? Brandon. Brandon, you're pretty beat up, right?
A bit, but I still have a gun.
Okay. All right. So before I go anywhere, I'm just gonna walk over to Brandon and just be like, shh, and then I'm just gonna wipe the blood off of his face, kind of scrape it off there, and just turn and flick it as hard as I can down this
The
direction
other direction, yeah.
on the wall to try to make it noticeable. And then we're gonna go this way, the opposite direction.
Okay.
And just turn to Brant and be like, just to throw them off the scent.
That sound is getting louder, and now actually
Yeah.
everybody can hear like the
I've been
splashing
moving.
of many dog feet and bark, 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 bark.
To clarify, the second you said there was movement, I was going in the other direction. I am
Yeah.
far ahead of the party.
Yep.
I left. I told everybody we needed to go,
Yep.
and then I left.
Well, but you're not also moving on the map, so I don't know where you are actually.
I can't. Well, look. Friend. All right.
I'll
where is
make
it?
certain assumptions.
Okay.
You are over here with. You're gonna
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. And then this hallway, it's the same as the rest. There's like a vault door or a like iron kind of rusty door with like a big wheel in the middle of it on the side here. And you and the hallway continues.
Let's see what's in this room because it's a thing as opposed to a hallway.
Yeah.
We
And
want to be
at the
opening
very
doors
least,
down here.
We could shut the door behind us.
It could be a ladder up. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be lots of things. So
Yep.
Greg,
let's
quick
open that.
question. Well, the rabbit's thinking in her head, like how far underground? If we walked X amount of paces into the building, to the elevator, down, and then across, do I feel like we're still under the building? You know what I mean? I guess
No,
my
you
sense
feel like
of
there's
direction.
a reasonably good chance that you're at the limits of the building, or
Okay.
that but you're probably on the grounds because if you recall, the building it was
Yeah,
built
yeah.
in the middle of almost like
The
parkland.
gardens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gardens essentially.
that's
Okay.
okay as long as like if it's a forest or a garden, like if there's woods we can kind of hide in, even if we're on property, it's better than being in the sewer with the murder dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right, let's open this door.
And then actually, you hear more dogs coming from the other direction.
Open the door.
Mr. Friend is he just kind of throws his body weight into the door, leans against it, and starts turning the wheel.
It just
He's like,
it's
is anybody helping?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a heavy as you like
Help
turn this vault door,
me.
and then
Yeah, I'm gonna go
it
help.
opens into a vestibule with another little door.
Don't worry.
Shut this one behind us first.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, sure. You all crowd in there.
I just lazily
No, I
slump
got
my
it.
body
I
weight
got it.
into the door.
You just relax, man. The petite little girl will take care of this. And he just shoots daggers at Branton, be like, men. I'm gonna close the door behind everyone.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a tux.
So the dogs are now like sprinting and announcing bark, 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 bark in rapid succession.
Oh, I opened a door.
I definitely lean close to Branton and cough some blood on his tux. Sorry, friend.
And as you guys manage to open the inner door, you find yourselves.
No!
Oh,
Don't
no.
laugh. That's
I
bad.
lost access to the map for some reason. There we go.
Oh,
What is
I thought
this,
you were gonna be like, you
speaking
find
fee?
yourselves
You guys
in the
tumble
RoboDog factory.
into a bar, and I
Oh,
presume close the doors behind you.
Absolutely. Okay, I gotta figure out if I walk up to the bar and sit down and grab a drink. I'm debating it. No, I think we leave.
Hey.
So
How
you
many
guys are.
paint me a picture, Greg.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a some kind of a junction room like you were in before. There's weird pipes and plumbing kind of all over the place. There's a pair of booths adjacent to each side of the door, kind of these half circle things with a couple of people at them. We'll get into who the people are in a moment. And then there's a U-shaped bar. It's a nice bar. It's some kind of an antique bar that somebody brought down here in pieces and then reassembled. It's like all made out of like nice looking lacquered wood. And there's just like a lot of bottles and equipment for mixing drinks back there. Equipment for mixing drinks back there, says the bartender. And there's a bartender standing behind the bar. He's He's wearing a like a white what do you call that? What's the word that's not offensive for that? A tank top. He's wearing a white tank top.
An A shirt.
An A shirt. I'm not
Greg,
familiar with an A shirt.
Tank top wasn't your go-to?
That's what it actually says on the
That was
package.
the first thing?
I'm from New Jersey, where they are universally
I'm from
referred
Jersey,
to
too.
as
We're
guinea
all
teas.
from New Jersey.
I don't think I've never heard that referred to as anything but a guinea tea. I'm sorry.
Oh no! See, I grew up.
believe it or not,
these were
that-
I can't say these were wife beaters. That's what they
Or
were.
that.
Yeah.
Or that. Or that. Yeah.
It was
I mean,
until
that's not good, but like that's where I
So,
thought guinea tea.
Moving along.
it was see everyone the chat knows that it's called
Sorry,
an A
Italian
shirt.
people.
It was actually like very recently when I actually like read the package. Oh, they're called A shirts.
Yeah. So he's wearing an A shirt. His left arm is a plastic, putrescent pink robotic. But you can't see most of it. It's just protruding. He's also wearing like an open jacket. He's got a blazer, a black like suit jacket with the sleeves rolled up slightly, and you can see his putrescent pink robotic arm. And he's got a shot-off shotgun laying on top of the bar, leveled at your bellies. And you notice that everybody else in the bar has drawn guns as well. And most of the clientele are wearing armor. Some kind of like, this is a very... The clientele is, how shall I put this? Very Mad Max. Like pieces of tire tread
They
for
don't
shoulder
look like a
pads.
corporate.
No.
Good.
They're like
No, this is a
wearing
step up.
chains
This is a step up.
and chainmail and bits of rubber and refuse, and they are filthy. Oh, hey, it's Rats the bartender. Fair.
Oh yeah, from fucking Neuromancer. Nice.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Oh, I thought this was Greg inserting himself into the game here.
No. Somebody caught the reference.
John's last session. John's last session.
So
I stand by my action. Mr. Friend reads the room, sees everybody pointing guns at him, and as casually as his bloodied self can muster, he walks up to the bar, sits on a stool, and asks for a drink.
the bartender steps a half a step back, maintains his composure, keeps the shotgun leveled at the room. He goes, "You, looking at what you guys are wearing, slumming or something?"
We just
We're,
really had a bad night.
Rough night, need a drink. We'll be out of here in a sec. Just give me whatever'll fuck me up.
You guys, at that, when you say that, everybody can hear now at the door the pawing of the dogs, just like bark, 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 just like paw. I mean, it sounds like a horde of robotic dogs pawing at the.
You can
steel
let him
door.
in if you want.
Well, I'm gonna need you to put your guns on the bar.
He does. I take my pistol. I put it on the bar.
I sit down next to Mr. Friend and I do the same. I unload mine first.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I
And he
didn't think
keeps
to do that.
he keeps his shotgun trained on you guys, and then just takes the guns off the bar and puts them in a bucket behind the bar. And he gestures to the rest of you as well.
I take out my my weird folding, very heavy pistol.
I would assume it builds itself into your hand, and then you put it down. Actually,
Oh, that's
Yeah, but then when I
cool.
put it down, it folds back up.
yes, it does.
all very cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. Is there anybody sitting at the booths?
Yeah, and they have guns pointed at you as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
this
There's,
whole place is aimed at us.
Yeah.
There's not that many people. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people here total. 2 back here in this corner.
I feel like
and
we're
then
Antonio
3,
Banderas and
2 over here,
Desperado.
and 1 over here. I really just need to know, to what degree are you willing to disarm yourselves?
Completely. Honestly. I'm so fucked up right now, and I'm surrounded by people with guns. Like, sure, I'm disarmed. Just give me a drink. Like, I give them my gun.
Yeah, I mean, I put mine on the bar too, and I'm gonna
I take my
I'm gonna go
my
stand by the
glasses
door.
off, and they can see like the yellow smiley faces with like tears of blood running down my face. And I'm just like, about that drink.
Sure. He goes and he pours you a shot of something clear off of a kind of cobbled together chemistry set apparatus.
I put some Eurobucks on the table, and
It's hydroponic sorghum liquor.
I down it like a shot.
It's very bad. It tastes like drinking diesel fuel.
Ugh. Fuck. Again.
Okay. he refills for you.
I contact Medusa on the agent as I'm finishing my second drink, and I'm like, we're in a bar. A lot of nomad biker types. Hey, what's the name of this place? To the bartender.
He says it doesn't really have a name. I guess you could call it the Pit.
Nice. The Crow reference. Anyways.
I never saw the Crow.
It's the name of the bar the bad guys hang out in the Crow. Anyways.
I didn't know that, actually.
Yes,
I just figured, well, we're down in a basement, and that's what my wife and child call the place I work, which is a basement. Dad's Pit.
That's great.
So
I tell Medusa, we're somewhere called the Pit.
She says that does not ring a bell, but if it's safe, I guess stay put.
Well, I don't know if safe is be the word I would use.
It's safer for now.
We're good for now.
So I'm just so clear. Mr. Friend has disarmed. Cassandra gave up her handgun. Branton, he's gesturing for you.
Yeah, I hand him my SMG, but before I lay it on the table, Greg, can you tell us? Do they like? Are they part of a gang? Are they obvious members of a gang?
Nothing you would recognize. I mean, they might be members of a gang. They do certainly have a similar appearance. They might be members of a gang, but maybe not a gang you're familiar with.
But this doesn't seem to be affiliated with the woman we murdered.
No,
no.
They're not.
Oh, God,
they're not
no.
Corpo. We're like in a sewer. This is like a sewer bar.
Somebody built a speakeasy in a sewer underneath this corporate tower.
That would be the coolest place ever in New York City, by the way.
I'm pretty sure it exists.
They've got everything.
Who can do a good Stefan from SNL right now?
I did a really bad one.
So I put down my gun, and I order a drink.
What drink?
I'll take a beef fizz.
I don't know what that is. How do you make a beef fizz?
I pull up how to
Beef
drink.
Pretty expensive.
I just
I'll just take some.
a look over at Brandon like, are you for fucking real, dude?
Okay, I order a martini. Up.
I'll see what I can do.
Same look.
I'll see what I can do. What he prepares for you is a clear glass of death. It is. I mean, it's made from sorghum liquor, and something that might be wine.
There might be an olive in it, but it moved.
Okay, I take a swig of it and while staring him down, and just my right eye just twitches over and over again as I gulp it down.
Fair enough.
Ooh,
okay.
tasty.
Zero, do you disarm? I
Cassandra's
forget.
laughing at him.
I did. I removed the ammunition from my gun and pocketed it, and then I handed it over.
Okay, yeah. And then what about you, Rabbit? He doesn't.
Yeah,
He calls you sister.
I already put my gun on the bar and walked back over to the door. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pull the rabbit off of my back and just kind of like, like give it the old fashioned hug and just look really meek and like timid.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on, Greg. Everybody in here is decked out in like Mad Max attire, except the bartender.
Yeah, the bartender's wearing a suit jacket and a tank top.
Yeah. Okay.
He's trying to class the joint up.
Okay.
The rest of them are wearing like chains and pieces of tire and metal and chainmail and leather and just like looking like Mad Max mutants. I don't know.
Okay.
Good times.
So, he gestures, at your manner of dress. What happened to you guys?
I
Rough
tell
party.
we wound up in the wrong place, and we wound up in the wrong place at the wrong time, and we had to get out, and now here we are.
Bad party.
Started
So-
out all right.
Really, what we're looking for is to lay low for a little while and then get back to the surface safely.
Those dogs are out there at the door.
That they are.
You think they'd help us get to the surface?
I'm pretty sure they'd eat us.
Maybe
Yeah.
a box.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to go. We'd like to get there on our feet.
Well, sit tight. I'm going to make a call.
Do what you gotta.
He goes to the back of the bar and picks up a phone and mumbles into it for a few minutes and then hangs up. It's like a old, like a serious telephone, like a hardwired telephone that's built into the wall.
Greg, I'm gonna walk. Is there another lady in the room
There is.
besides the two of us?
Yeah.
I'm gonna meekly walk up to her and ask her, "Ma'am, is there a restroom in here?"
She kind of looks she looks you over and says, no.
I'm just gonna quietly, while still looking at the floor, just like walk back over by the door and just kind of slide to like a sitting position over on the side of the door.
Which door? The door the dogs are at, or the exit?
There
is
is
the
only
exit.
one door as far as I can tell.
Is that true, Greg? Is there only one door?
The door you guys came in is the only door that you
Yeah.
see.
Oh, yeah. Well, then
So
this was a good call on our part.
I was hoping to, I don't know. I was hoping maybe there was a bathroom with a vent. Some sort of backup plan.
I think we're at the mercy of this bartender.
It
So-
seems that way, guys.
Yeah, but they
gonna
want to
order
get rid of the
another round.
dogs too if they want to leave. I grew up
Greg,
with around nomads.
Yeah.
Do these guys and gal look familiar?
No.
All right.
Greg, I'm just gonna straight up roll a perception to see if I notice anything like a air vent or a possible escape route. Is that cool?
Yeah, sure. I'm trying to figure out why I can't do this right now.
It's a 20.
Sorry, yeah. So it occurs to you that you see that there is another door behind the bar.
Okay.
Clearly there has to be more than one way out of this place.
Yeah, I just wanted to find it.
Yeah.
There is a door behind the bar.
Yeah, I couldn't
I'm-
see it because of the lighting.
I'm gonna wait until the bartender comes back before.
We do anything crazy?
I'm not doing anything crazy. I've done all my crazy. If they're gonna kill me, I'm gonna die with it at the bar with the drink in my hand. That's it. I'm tired.
He says, so he after hanging up the phone, he does come back and he says, listen, I spot you guys around on the house. Boss man's on his way. You better come up with a better story than bad party before he gets here, because he's very suspicious. And
Who's your boss?
who is my boss?
I don't know,
Well,
man.
you'll find
You
out
can
soon
sample
enough,
Your
you
own
know?
stuff.
Is he
It's good.
friendly? Is he
Very
friendly? Is he friendly with the big people upstairs?
No.
Did we just get ourselves
Neither
into
way.
bigger trouble?
it's always possible that you're in bigger trouble.
Should I make a human perception roll?
Yeah, it's never a bad idea.
All right. Let me. Oh, we have macros now.
The best thing that happened to us. Thank you, Greg, our Lord and Master.
Yes.
Yikes.
So, he spots you guys around of whatever garbage you seem to want.
I'm just gonna keep drinking the bullshit that he's serving me.
I'm just staying by the door, hugging the rabbit, just in case this thing goes south. At least I have something I can bludgeon people with.
Your actual rabbit, not yourself, because we also call you the rabbit.
Yes, no, my actual,
Rabbit.
rabbit.
The weapons.
Yes.
When I'm offered a drink, I just say no thanks. I'm driving.
Square.
I look over at Zero. This isn't some weird, religious thing, is it?
I look back.
None of us know, right, about your weird religious thing.
Oh, I totally do.
I
She
don't. I don't know
proselytized
shit.
the hell
I
out
don't
of
care
this.
enough.
I've given Rabbit a lot of pamphlets. Yeah.
That's true. So Rabbit would be the only one who would know.
Okay.
They'll take Psycho and empty clips. Yeah, that's our luck.
So, about a half an hour passes. You guys have about a half an hour to kill here. You're licking your wounds, kind of stuck here. Those dogs, you can still hear them scratching at the door,
Ark,
roving
ark.
back and forth. And he'll fix drinks for you. And I don't know if there's anything specific you want to get up to in about a half an hour of time. Let me know.
Nope. I am nursing the worst headache I have had that hasn't been caused by alcohol.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the rabbit is pretty sure this is where we are all going to die, so she's literally just casing everybody up, watching their movements to see who's armed with what and the best plan of attack, and who should I take out first. It's all this stuff is just running through her head as she's pretending to be
You're doing your job.
just the little girl in the corner,
Yeah.
holding her stuffed teddy bear or stuffed rabbit.
Can I patch up some of my own wounds?
Yeah, I don't think so. Unless you have... what you can do is, if you had suffered... Did you suffer any critical hits?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so no, then you can only naturally heal that stuff. If you had critical hits, you could... 'cause those carry additional effects. You could patch up the additional effects so that, you don't have the movement penalty and stuff like that. But if it's just to regain hit points, no, there's really nothing you can do.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk up the bartender while I'm here. Just want to get general information. What's a place like this doing in a place like this?
Make a conversation roll.
Yeah, you got it.
Tell him about how you're such a huge street scribe. He's probably a fanboy. You've probably seen my zines before.
How do I gotta drag this down here before I can use it? There we go.
Okay, wow, you rolled an 18.
I'm good at this.
Yeah. He says, so what were you asking? Let's play it that way. What were you asking?
So, what's a place like this doing in a place like this?
He says, people like to drink. This was a space that was here. We stuck a bar here.
That's not bad. How long you guys been here?
I think we opened up the spot about 3 years ago.
Oh, nice. Long time. Old place by this neck of the woods.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people living here who the city started, rebuilding what's up top there, the new executive zone or whatever they're calling it, and a lot of people didn't move.
Yeah. They never pay much attention to the people who are already here when they start building. They just kind of build on top of them.
Quite literally.
Yeah. I mean, I write about stuff like that. I ask him, what is this your typical clientele?
Yep. He says, I know all these guys by name.
Oh, great.
That's Razor. That's chain swinger. Albert. And Luther.
We call her S because
and,
her name is Sarah. What we do in the shadows. I'm sorry.
And Sledgehammer.
All right. Good to have regular crowd here. You guys not on great terms with the folks upstairs. Then I take it.
Nope.
Neither are we. That's how we wind up down here.
Yeah.
Tell me a little more about that, because you kind of look like you live upstairs.
I don't.
I
live on South Steel territory.
They told us we were going to a party.
I'm sorry. I look like I live upstairs.
You were all dressed
we all look at
for
Branton, and
the
you're
equation.
like, he might.
Yeah, but
You were all dressed for the occasion, weren't you?
well,
I was dressed in fancy urban flash, not corporate suits.
and I did not change.
I'm like out dressed for a night in the
Forgot
club.
about that.
And I'm not wearing sleeves.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
stylish. It's very
A tuxedo without sleeves. Yes.
Tuxedo without a sleeve and both of our blood on it.
And so what I'm gonna lean over the bar and say, well, look at. There's one less resident upstairs, and that's all I'm gonna say right now. That's why we have to get out of here.
No, that's all right with me.
I lean over, maybe a couple less security guards too.
I think we fucked up a couple of them dogs also. Or the guards did when I was making them eat people.
He says, oh, that's worth $1. That's worth a drink, he says. He pours you another.
Thanks, friend.
Anyway, so what's the value to you guys down here? You got us out of here safely. I mean, is there anything we could do to help you?
No, I haven't
We
gotten
owe you for your
anywhere yet.
hospitality.
I haven't gotten you anywhere yet.
I know. I just I like to know who I'm dealing with. What matters to you?
Well, you'll have to talk to Che about that. He'll be here in a few minutes.
Che?
I don't
Okay.
I just work the bar.
And I'm sorry. What's your name?
Rat.
Rat. That's right.
I will put in a word for you.
Thanks, Rat.
These your customers here. They affiliated in any way?
Yeah, they're security for Lorman.
Lorman. Oh, okay. Would I know Lorman?
You're in Lorman. Lower management. That's what we call it.
Ah.
Huh. Yeah. You would hate those fuckers.
So the door behind the bar opens up, and a person who can only be Che comes in. He's wearing pretty serious riot-like grade armor. He's just decked out in black body armor. There's a few pieces that are, patchwork or cobbled together, but like the guy's not kidding around, and he's carrying a very serious-looking combat shotgun slung over his shoulder, and a few other pieces of kit. And he's got a cadre of 6 additional security types with him, all dressed up very Road Warrior style. And him and the bartender have a brief private chat. And then he comes over and leans across the bar and asks you guys, so, welcome to Lorman, and how can I help you on this fine day?
Well, Che, if I can call you that,
You can't. Yet.
you got it. Me and my associates here, we just would like to leave your establishment, no harm, no foul.
Well, there's a door right behind you, the way that you came in. And
That would
you
be
can
the
hear the
harm
dogs
problem.
pawing at the door.
Yeah. Mr. Friend goes, yeah, that's the harm we're looking to avoid here.
I don't think we really want to let them in here either. I think that's.
I think they might prioritize us over them.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of blood for you to clean up, Rat.
There's 2 doors. I can open
There
the
are.
inner one and shove you, close it, and then open the outer door.
That is all very true.
Touche, salesman. Touche.
So I guess we gotta ask, what would it take
There's a
to
third
avoid
door.
that situation?
Right behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no dogs that way.
Yeah.
So, I have some questions.
Ask away.
What have you got?
The guns Rat took from us.
But we've got other skills.
If I run your pockets, I'm not going to find $1 on you.
What
We
pockets?
also have some information on. Are you familiar with Empire?
He leans back. One of his security guards whispers in his ear. It's a street drug or something, right?
A good one.
It's not just a street drug, Branton says. It's the street drug of choice.
I'm just like putting my head in my hands. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you got? What do you want?
It's a shakedown. He's gonna take what we have.
Give him the drugs.
Brant-
Don't take the dog.
Branton,
wait a minute.
Branton,
Go on.
Pardon the uncouthness of my colleagues.
I am certain that somebody down here would love to know about the manufacture of Empire, or whatever it is you call it. That would not be my line, actually. He points at Cassandra.
she's yours. No.
Even Mr. Friend is gonna be like, what?
Oh, God.
I'm joking. Carry on.
And that's when we get rid of Branton. Unanimous vote.
He holds up his fingers and waves at me. He goes, is that just for show, or do you fix things?
I fix things. I build things. Mostly things that shoot, things that blow up.
I'm a runner.
I was hoping... Well, I had something else in mind, but I suppose I could use that kind of work as well.
I take down powerful people.
Do you?
Well, we avoid powerful people here. We try not to make waves.
Well, with information.
I understand what you're saying.
Oh yeah.
No. He was explaining that to me because I was like, do you?
I'm saying we don't publish things.
Yeah.
And I can make
Kinda
you
didn't take
famous
you
in
for the
my
literary
zine.
type.
I'm not offering to make him famous. I'm saying, if there's anyone you need out of your way, we have ways of doing that.
Or if you want to forget that you live in a sewer, I have some Empire for you.
I stamp on Branton's foot.
I kind
he
of step
says-
in front of Branton.
He should talk a lot less. He would go farther if he spoke less. Well,
In
listen.
character. That's all in character. Mr. Friend's chuckling.
Yeah, that's a good one. You know, do you need organs?
Don't need organs. Will you stop? I'm trying to make a point.
What type of work do you need?
We have a box. We have a bunch of parts down here that I think we can make something out of. There's a few known in-out points for our home. This being one of them. If you can come and help me figure out how to make some defensive systems, gun emplacements, that kind of thing, if that's your line, then I think we can make sure you get home safe and sound.
Need any help, Cass?
Depends how interesting we want these guns, but sure.
Okay.
Yeah, this is when Rabbit just pops up and be like, well, that sounds like a deal. Let's totally do this, Cass. We got this, right?
One of his security guards, has like a net mesh bag, and they just like load all of the firearms from behind the bar that you guys offloaded into it, and he slings it over his bag, and he says, come with me out in front, and it leads you down the hallway. You guys go down.
We can take our guns back? Is that the implication? Or
No, they're carrying your guns.
They're carrying your guns. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're just not leaving them here in the bar.
Okay, understood.
So you guys go down a very narrow corridor. It's less than a meter wide, and it's just like absolutely stinking and hot and just crowded with conduit. It was not meant for people, right? Like there's places where you have to duck underneath and move sideways. And then there's kind of a broken wall, like a concrete block wall that's kind of where like this corridor it tees into. It makes an L turn, but like there's a section of broken wall that he kind of slips sideways through, and now you're in these pretty spacious concrete sort of corridors that seem like they are like some kind of utility tunnels, but the lighting is all you can tell that like there's some sort of like post hoc. I think post hoc is the word I'm looking for here. Lighting system has been installed with just like cables and conduits sort of like renegaded all over the place. The original lighting isn't working. And then comes to a pair of metal swinging doors, which he pushes open, and you step out into a very large subterranean city, actually, that it takes you only a few moments to realize is built in an old shopping mall, and that you are in a large shopping mall that is now underneath the executive zone.
Like they just built new city on top of old city.
Yes, they filled in after the bomb went off over the shopping malls and everything that was here, and then started building new arcologies and towers. And all of these people for whom this was their residential neighborhood, not all of them, but a lot of them just stayed. Yeah, so there's a lot of people here, and in fact, we need to change our sound.
Oh, this is cool. This is like Fallout. We found like a weird little underground ghoul city.
The lemmings.
Yeah, I mean, it's multiple stories tall. It has a very high ceiling. It is an atrium. The lighting is being supplied by, it's all artificial lighting, obviously, because you're completely underground. There we go. And there are pedicabs and what do you call those things? Rickshaws that people are pulling around. There's noodle carts. I mean, it is a full functioning underground city with thousands of people, teeming masses as far as you can tell. He leads you through the crowd towards what?
Do they seem to be like paying deference? Are they parting way like the ocean for Che? Is he like known?
To some degree. I mean, not like that. I mean, he can move through the crowd. He's a respected individual, but people do not fear
I didn't know
him,
if he was their messiah or not. You named him Che.
I have a random name roller. I rolled a random name, man.
I know, but now I've just got like, is he the La Revolucion? Like.
No, I don't know. I just named him Che.
It's fine. I was
don't
just
read too much into these names, okay?
Listen, buddy.
There's one character in this whole thing that you guys haven't met yet who has a name that means something, and it's a name he gave himself. Okay, so I'll just drop that for you.
Okay.
Everybody else just has a name.
Fair enough.
I'm going to stealth my way over to one of those noodle carts.
Yeah, you're stealthing your way over there?
16. Yes, I'm literally just like slowly stepping back a little and then off to the side, going for the damn noodle cart. Because this girl's hungry as hell.
Yeah. One of Che's bodyguards kind of grabs your wrist and says, we'll get it to go.
Yo, I'll buy you. I'll spot you. Just don't.
He nods to the person behind the cart and gets a to-go cup, and away you are. He leads you through several, streets, corridors, etc., until back through into an anchor store, or what would have been an anchor store that has been divided up into buildings, essentially, like through partitions, and finally back to where he heads security out of. Behind a door, they've got like a very serious armored kind of complex here built into what would have been, let's call it a Sears. And you go through a door, there's like an airlock kind of, I don't know if airlock's the right word, a security lock, whatever, a double-doored bulletproof situation with bulletproof glass, and then the door closes, they get buzzed in. There are holding cells. I mean, it's like a police station, basically. And he leads you back to a kind of stock room where there are just piles of broken machine parts, robotics, and also older guns, firearms, the things you would need to put together some security systems if you were so inclined. It's a dingy kind of, the walls are just like eggshell, just like plain, white, sort of the way that the security rooms at the mall look like, because we've all seen the inside of those. So how do you, he says, we've been collecting this stuff, for a while, and we've done some work with it, but would really like to secure our territory more efficiently. There really is only 6 real entrances that we need to worry about here. I would love to get, we have eyes on them. We've got cameras, but I would love to have some defensive systems in place at them. Just, a little extra something.
I take a look at what they've got. Are you thinking guns controlled from somewhere else, from someone looking, watching the camera feed? Or are you going to have guards stationed at the entrances?
Yeah, we would like them to be automatic, I think, ideally, but they could be, out of character, you would need a net architecture in place to do this, and you would need to have a demon programmed, or possibly a couple demons programmed to build this, to operate them. Although they could be actually remote operated by a human operator. But, if you can get the machines working, that would be a big section there. What is going on in the chat? That's some weird stuff going on.
Spencer's gift.
Yeah, we're talking about Spencer's and the things you can buy there, like blacklight posters and dildos.
And whoopee cushions, right? Just you need to ever go buy those 3 things.
Great. Don't pay attention to the chat, man. Don't worry about it.
I kind of, I sort of have to. I can't let you just run pell-mell in there. I don't know what's going on.
It's fine. Everything's under control.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
We're getting mods. We're gonna get some mods. And it's gonna be a real shame if one of my players gets modded out.
I'm a mod. I have.
Well, I think we've got to take away your status. I don't know.
Why?
You seem like a bad influence.
What am I doing?
All right.
Last show, everybody. I've been fired.
So he kind of gestures at this pile of bits and pieces and junk and says, "What can you do with this?"
All right, so I'm taking a look at it. Realistically, how many of the entrances could I fortify with what's here?
So that's a roll for you, actually.
Okay.
And that would be a... there shouldn't really be a siren.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we under arrest now? What's happening?
Is this an air raid going on? What's up?
There shouldn't be any of that. I'm going to take that out. It's just not right. They're out. They're gone.
So would this be like a basic tech roll or a...
No, this would actually be a
Weapons?
maker roll. Yeah, it's a weapons tech.
Okay.
And I'm looking up the rules right now.
Yep.
So, field expertise, upgrade, fabrication expertise is what you would need to roll.
Okay.
To make an item, you would roll tech plus the tech skill that the item is repaired with, so weapons tech, plus your rank in this specialty. I don't know what you have in fabrication expertise.
Oh, I'd have to look that up. I thought I put it on here. All right, so weapons tech is 6. Tech in general is 8. And I forget if I took...
Can I help her? I'm trained in tech.
Yes, probably, but let's figure out what the roll is going to be. Just give me 1 second.
Okay.
So let me see. I might have put it in the little note, the journal entry.
Yeah, that's fine.
I did not. There must be. It's not on the character sheet. Where would I have put this?
Che doesn't look like Mr. T from Johnny Mnemonic, does he?
I don't remember what Mr. T and Johnny Mnemonic looked
Not
like.
Mr. T, Iced Tea. I got the
Iced
wrong
Tea.
T.
No.
I said the wrong T. I pity the fool who gets their T's mixed up.
What? Oh my god. Confusing Mr. and Iced Tea. Holy shit. No. Honestly, in my mind, I picture Cyrus from the Warriors.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Love it.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. I thought I did it evenly.
Okay.
So like 2 in each or something like that.
Yeah, let's just say that.
Let's just say
So-
that, and I'll find my notes somewhere.
It's a difficulty value of 17
Okay.
to make to assess this and say I can make a gun turret. For
Okay.
every point that you beat that to by, I will say that you recognize enough parts for an additional gun turret. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. So that would be. I roll. Let me just pull up pop that out. Okay. So it is 8 plus 6 plus 2 plus the roll.
Right.
Okay.
And then, Ari, if you can hit a 17 on a weapons tech roll,
Weapons.
you'll give her a +2 to her roll.
All right. It's weapons tech. This is the one thing I'm not great at. I'm good at all the other techs, but let's try it.
Maybe you'll have great luck.
Maybe. I'm not spending any.
I rolled a 22.
Oh.
Okay.
So
Let's see what
Do not
Ari,
need
if
your
Ari's
help.
able to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Weapons tech. I got
No,
a
Mr.
12, so no.
His friend is not able to help. So you
I'm
are
tired.
able. So you tell him that you're pretty sure you can make 18, 19, 20, 22, 6 sets of turrets.
All right. All right. So I let him know. I think I could get 6 set of turrets out of this. If you want something more exotic, controlling from a remote location or something like that, you're gonna have to probably steal from the folks upstairs.
You'll make the emplacements. We'll worry about the net architecture and the wiring and stuff like that.
All right.
Listen, I got some guys I can lend to you. Can you direct them to make this happen?
I can.
Okay. He says, sit tight. I can get for you guys. Points at the room. Coffee, dinner,
The
bandages.
rabbit's on her 3rd bowl of noodles and it's just like going to town on it. If you're growing good.
I think I glance down at my bloody dress. I glance at Mr. Friend. Bandages.
Yes.
Sure.
especially for that one.
Yeah, I'll come back. We'll be back in a few. I'll send someone back in a few minutes and a few assistants for you, and we'll get this together in a hurry. And I'll send you guys on your way.
Okay.
Outstanding. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for perception. Do I trust that he's really gonna let us go?
Roll.
Why don't? Yeah, can I roll that?
Yep.
All right.
Maybe we're both a little suspicious.
Is that human perception, Greg?
Yes.
That's a 24.
Nice.
19.
Neither of you guys have any reason to suspect that he's lying.
Okay.
Okay. So he leaves, and 6 people return. Techs of lower ability, but certainly not useless. You're able to put them to work, and it makes everything go significantly faster than it would otherwise. Additionally, noodles, dinner, rat steaks, burgers, whatever, food is brought. And the bandages that were so request, and reasonably clean filtered water. You guys spend an hour, maybe an hour and a half working on these, and you're able to put together things that would pass for functioning weapons turrets for him. He's pretty, they're relatively satisfied. So, you've done it. You have succeeded. So, he comes back and says, let's get you guys on your way, unless you're going to stay the night or something. I can put you up.
Nah, I got a place. Thanks.
Okay.
Rabbit snapping it already. Just kind of hanging out bored with a big old fat belly.
How many people are around here?
A few thousand, I think he said.
In the security cordon?
Like where we're hanging out?
Where you're hanging out, you're in a relatively small room, imagine a conference room with a bunch of gun turrets. I mean, the 6 techs, your party, Che when he's around, and his bodyguards.
Okay.
So not a ton.
While this is happening, is anyone not building stuff besides us without tech skills?
No, that's about it. Except for when Che comes back to bring you food or to tell you to say that, oh, good, the work is done. Goodbye.
So there's no one to chat up while they're working.
You could try to talk to the techs while they're working. Because
I don't want to.
Because you slow things down.
No. I don't want to distract him.
You could. I mean, he didn't lock you in. You're free to roam the city since you're not working.
Then yeah. While they're working, I want to roam the city. I want to. I'm just gonna talk. I'm just gonna talk to who I can, get a feel of what life is like down here, what they're dealing with. What's the story?
Yeah.
Do the execs know they're down there?
So roll it. And roll. That would be actually. I think you have an information gathering skill specific to. You would roll.
Yeah, it's probably something like.
Hold on, I'll tell you what it is.
Deduction.
It's not that. Well, it might be actually, but it's a media. It's the media ability. What do you have? What's your power called? I always forget.
Yeah, that one.
Credibility.
Credibility, yeah.
So, when a media is actively looking for rumors, you will roll a stat plus relevant skill plus D10. Okay, so it's probably actually conversation is what you would roll, since that's what you're doing. So just literally roll conversation.
You got it, coming right up. 21.
21. Oh wow, it's detailed. Okay, so that's basically you maxed out the chart there. So here's what you are able to piece together from chatting up various folks in Lorman. While executive security has some awareness of Lorman, the vast majority of people who live in the towers above have no idea that there's anybody living down here. There is definitely tension between the people who live here and the people who live in the towers and their security. There are battles that occur. Everybody down here is really concerned that at some point, that if certain rogue elements down here aren't kept in check, that they're going to bring a lot more firepower on the residents than the area can handle. And, people talk in fairly apocalyptic terms about the entire, city being kind of liquidated.
So this is mostly like this is mostly like displaced people and like gangs who've moved in.
It is thousands and thousands of displaced people, though. It is a functioning city underneath the ground.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's a huge, huge population.
We're talking like a favela, something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine that exactly, like a favela underground. And in fact, in a lot of ways, that is what the book describes overcrowded suburbs around Night City. They're talking about favelas, and this strikes you as being, I guess if you had to pick between living in the overcrowded suburbs, where all of you have been and are familiar with, or living here, it would be a tough choice. This is not so bad, actually. The population density is high, but not unmanageable. They seem to have a lot of functioning resources here. This is an established community. So it's not really it ain't bad.
Who are the rogue elements? Did I get that information?
Yeah, just hotheads, youngsters, boosters that are maybe well-meaning, but like to go upstairs and take things for themselves, or kill people, or want to incite warfare and conquer the, some of the more naive and insane youngsters that we are doing our best to keep in check may want to even conquer the towers, which would, of course, it's impossible. It's an impossible task because they have infinite corporate resources, and
But they want that, right? They want that more than anything.
What do you mean?
They want to their dream would be to overtake the towers.
Well, nobody wants to live in a sewer.
Right.
They would like to live a life of dignity and...
Sure, but we can sell them on if we want... We can sell them, a fake uprising or something like that.
Well, yeah, but they...
Get them on our side.
The read that Anthony, that Zero gets is that the vast majority of people here... And also, yes, not just the vast majority of people, but the facts tell you that would be a very bad idea, and that their best bet is to kind of not be a problem. To the degree that they can manage to not be a problem. You'd be swimming against the tide to try and convince them to suicide charge the towers. I don't think that you're going to get thousands of people on board with that. You might need a rocker boy or something to pull that off.
And do I get any more information on who exactly Che is?
Head of security. He's an elected guy. He's basically a sheriff.
Like the mayor, basically. Okay, the sheriff. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a sheriff. There's a council that kind of is administrative.
Okay. And this is called Lower Man.
Well, they call it Lorman, which is a conjunction. I don't know what the word is for that.
Portmanteau, Wikipedia's favorite word.
Of what does he call it? It's not really. Yeah, I guess it's a portmanteau of lower management, which was a joke that somebody coined a long time ago when they first moved down here. When upper management moved upstairs, they started calling themselves lower management.
Yeah.
And over the years, it's turned into Lorman.
Which, by the way, just makes me think of actor Logan Lerman every time you say that. He's the kid in Hunters. Anyways.
Sure. Logan Lerman is usually at the forefront of my mind as well.
You didn't watch the Al Pacino Nazi hunting show Hunters enough, my friend.
I did watch. I watched
He's
plenty
the kid.
of it.
He's the main.
Okay.
That's the
I
kid.
That was a
Hunters.
weird show.
That hit a particular note for me.
Okay.
How big is Lower Man? Are we talking like a city block, give or take?
I would say it's probably a square mile, 2 square miles. Like it's pretty big.
Okay.
It's a full-blown community. It is a neighborhood. It should be on the maps.
All right.
So, anybody else up to anything while Cassandra is running the tech show?
Yeah, I'd just like to plant some seeds here. Rat is Shay's right here, correct?
I mean, he can be if that's what you want, because he comes in and then leaves, and you're left to your own devices, and he returns.
Okay. Shay, Brenton crosses his arms and takes a managerial stance. Says, looking around here, this is not how humans are supposed to live. Something's wrong. Something needs to change.
Okay.
Do you have anything in the works? And
well, actually,
taking down Upper Man.
He nods and he says, "I really appreciate you coming to my house after I invited you in, and while you were running from Cyberdogs and letting me know that I live like an inhuman beast. That's very generous of you." But yes, in principle, I do agree. People should be afforded more dignity, and we're working on it in our own way. We are expanding our hydroponic farming operations. In fact, that's something we could use some assistance with at some point. But yeah, we're working on that, and improving the lighting.
Yeah. Improving the lighting would be a major step up. But I want to know. I want to know about a total rebellion, because you can't honestly want to keep your people down here.
Well, in fact, everybody does want to keep down here, because we could all just move. Anybody who wanted to could just pick up and move to the suburbs, or we're not prisoners. We're not. We have elected. This is not a bad place to live. He says. Anybody who thinks that like this neighborhood would be improved by declaring war on the people upstairs would be seriously mistaken, friend.
Well, I want you to think about your people having a better life. A better life and a bigger piece of the pie. Because we can help you, and we want to help you.
Well,
and we'll help you with your hydroponic system, your lighting, and we can do anything. Because I foresee this group of people really changing the world, and we want to help you. And then I hand him my I give him my number, my agent.
Am I nearby when this is?
Or did you leave?
Okay, he says that's very nice. That's wonderful. I'm gonna take your. That's great. That's great. We'll be in touch. We'll be in touch if we need any assistance. Okay.
When can we have our guns back?
Oh yeah. Well, if the work is done and you guys have no other kind of hour and a half of downtime stuff to do, Mr. Friend is licking his wounds. Rabbit, you're eating, or are you up to anything while this is going on?
No, I was just eating and resting. I'm itching to get back to
I'm probably hanging out with Rabbit while I'm looking I'm probably just sitting with her, slowly eating a cup of noodles.
But while I'm talking around, I'm gonna drop my contact info with everyone I'm talking to. I'm gonna be fishing for stories here. Anything leads. I want to know what's going down here. Anything gets reportable.
Sure.
Any information they need. I want to facilitate some transfer of information if I can.
Sure. I mean, you've discovered a whole new beat here.
Or Mr. Friend.
Okay,
Mr. Friend.
yes. I was going to be like, which Ari?
Give me a perception check. I'm rolling stealth.
Okay. Oh my god, what are you doing to me? All right. It's not human perception, it's perception.
No, just regular perception.
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
So I don't see whatever it is you're doing to me.
All right, I'm going to save it for
Actually,
later.
you rolled worse than a 12. So this is something that we have to program into the system. You rolled a 1, and when you roll a 1 in Cyberpunk RED,
It's worse. It subtracts.
it implodes. You roll another d10, and you subtract a 7 from it.
So I gotta look. I'm fucking oblivious.
Yes, he failed to notice whatever it was you were doing.
Whatever the hell you're doing to me, I've got other priorities.
Now, as the storyteller, I need to know what you were doing to the other player character.
Oh,
so
I'm behind
if
him.
you want to
Just
shoot me a DM or something.
no, I'm just behind him, taking noodles and draping them across like his shoulders behind him to see how many noodles I can get stuck to him before he
Okay.
notices.
All of them. A tremendous amount. You give him a mullet of noodles.
All of them. he notices size eventually and just brushes the noodles off and then goes back to eating. Like
It's
he
like
doesn't even have time for it.
That's a good use of a roll. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. So he escorts you guys
Very
up
good.
several, what you would call roads and corridors until back to sort of the utility corridors, and then up a stairwell, and then into another section of sewers until he finally comes to a ladder and says, "There's a manhole, an access point up there." That's not a bad spot to be. You go up there, you will find yourselves on a very nondescript public, what do you call it? Intersection. There's a few shops up there, an open air bar. There's a spot where you can sit and regroup yourselves and get your bearings and figure your way home, which I gather is not here, not the executive zone. So
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Definitely
Not even
not.
close.
You tell me the neighborhood and the name of the bar.
yeah, it's it's Johnny Rockets. For some reason, that's just what came to mind. It's a really disgusting chain, and you're still in the executive zone, of course. So,
Hold on, I think Salty has a point here because
I relay that information to Medusa Jones.
I was gonna say what happened. Medusa,
Well, she's
what
waiting
happened?
for us. Last I checked.
She has to know where to find us.
Right. So now we can ping her some information. She was on standby.
That's what I just did.
Yeah, and we told her we were at the bar, so we could assume that we gave her some updates along the way. And I just want to say that while I was talking to the techs,
Yep.
I might have just talked a little bit about how the world above the city it's not going to last as long as they think it will, and I leave some some pamphlets with them too.
okay, lady, you're real weird, but okay. I don't know what it says. Okay.
Well, golly, miss.
Mr. Che told me to help you build this here machine gun turret, but you keep talking all your religion talk at me. I don't know. We're accepting people. You got some strange beliefs. Okie dokie.
So, before we go, are we? Is this like a place we're allowed to come back to? Are they they're obviously not super secretive. There's got to be more ways in and out of this place, right?
There's 6 that he mentioned, and this is one of them.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna say to him, I really just wanted to thank you for all your hospitality and letting us stay with you. I would love to come visit again. I mean, those noodle bowls were amazing, and the people there just seemed so much nicer.
He puts his hand on his shoulder. He goes, "Every time one of your turrets kills an executive, we'll think of you. Thank you."
Music to my ears.
Thanks for
Actually, no,
everything.
not mine.
But
So
mine.
you guys emerge.
I mouth "Viva la Revolucion."
You should watch your friend. He is a dangerous man. I don't like him.
Oh yes, that's why we love him.
So
Old Uncle Branton.
you guys emerge into you emerge through a secluded manhole where there are no eyes upon you as you crawl up out of the ground into a fairly populous kind of courtyard where there are very comfortable and park-like surroundings, lots of green trees. The trees are all uplit. The grass is all manicured. By uplit, I mean like literally like spotlit from beneath. The sidewalks are, marble, or not marble, but like polished granite here. The streets, the paving is brand new, and there's like open air, kind of like sports bar, like the Johnny Rockets, for example, where drinks are served, and towers of glass and concrete looming over the head. As soon as you guys are in open air, location finding works again on your agents, and it is able to ping Medusa. Only a few minutes go by, and she pulls up in a silver 6-wheeled luxury sedan. This very long, low, just like a ridiculous vehicle. Just sort of like a futuristic version of a Rolls-Royce Wraith, but like longer and bigger and capable of carrying more passengers. And she throws open a door and invites you to come get in.
Shotgun.
Sure. Yeah. If you guys are all
yeah,
amenable to
Mr.
that.
Friend just very tired and achingly crawls into the back of the car. He looks like hammered shit. He looks
It's very comfortable back there. There's a mini bar. I mean, this is a car to be driven in, not to drive. If everybody piles in as the door closes, she just says, so before anybody asks, I'm very good at stealing cars. I did that for a living for a while. And I've just been kind of cruising, waiting for you guys to show up. So, let's get home, huh? Anybody want to grab breakfast? It's very late.
Ooh, that sounds great. Yeah, I'm actually going to hop in the front seat with Medusa instead of the back area,
Sure.
if she allows it.
She would.
I'll be honest, Medusa, I kind of just want to crash.
Sure. So,
Waffle House it is, everyone.
Get that. Did we make it in time for the McDonald's?
yeah, I mean, that's a vote for crashing. Anybody else, she says? Can I take you to a hospital?
I'm all right. I'll go grab a bite to eat. Let's get these guys patched up though.
We don't necessarily know if this is all our blood or if somebody else's blood is on here too. I don't think.
It's a lot of it's my blood on me,
You guys-
and on Branton is my blood also.
The car, she glides through these spacious, wide, well-lit, gleaming city streets under these glass towers and comes to the security checkpoint for the tunnel where you are waved through. Because actually leaving the executive zone, nobody really cares to check your ID, of course. You can leave any
Only
way you
matters
want.
getting in.
Yeah, of course. And so away you whisk under the bay through the tunnel back to downtown Night City. Mr. Friend,
Yes, sir.
as you, well, no, actually, so stop. We'll come back to Mr. Friend in a minute.
Good.
So she suggests, it's the Glass House has been doing a breakfast lately. The guy, he's a crazy guy. He's been putting out a breakfast. It's 5 a.m. I think we're just in time for the early serving, if you're interested.
Medusa, you don't have to sell us on it. Let's just go.
Okay. All right. You guys do recall that the Glass House was where the first session occurred, and you guys robbed the owner of his car.
Yeah, no, I again, Mr. Friend doesn't want to go where these
Okay.
people are going. He wants to either go to a doctor or go home.
Well, which is it? Do you want me to take you to a doctor or home?
Let's go to a doctor. I should probably go to a doctor. I lost a lot of
Okay.
blood.
City Medical?
Yeah,
Hospital?
medical's
Okay.
good.
We'll drop you off at the hospital. She drops off Mr. Friend at the hospital. Zero,
Yo.
you receive a encrypted message on your agent. And you receive it. It basically gives you like you pull out your agent. It goes red for a second, and it says error, unreadable file type. And then while you're watching it, it decrypts itself, and it is a text message from Lashawn Tachibana saying, "I do in fact think I might need your help."
Ah.
And
I assume I can similarly encrypt and respond to this.
no, you've never seen your agent do this before in your life.
All right.
No, she has basically just like broke your machine to send you a message that nobody else could read. I'm trying to think about if I want to drop this other thing here. Oh, Mr. Friend,
Yes, sir.
you are. Yeah, we'll leave it here. We'll leave it here.
Okay.
This is actually the right place to stop, guys.
Cool.
Yeah, because it's like it's going to be downtime personal stuff after this.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
I have some things
Possibly?
happening.
Am I going to get shot in the hospital? I have 11 hit points.
We have some
we
things
could-
happening.
We could do some purchasing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Unless, I think we'll cliffhang that the stuff from Lashawn Tachibana.
At what point do we? At what point do we need to debit like living expenses? I see it's the 11th of August. Should I have done that already?
You should have. Last session we
Okay.
said that we cleared the month.
Yeah,
So
I
you
think
have
I-
to pay
I
your
went
rent
on my
and then
account
buy
and did
your
that, yeah.
lifestyle for the month.
Yep.
How much money do you
Okay.
guys all have in your?
Currently after that, let me see. Gear,
I have about 4,500 EB
You guys
right
are
now.
Flush.
Yeah, no, even after buying
I've
all
got
the cybernetics.
21.
Yeah.
Looks like I've got
2,100 or
5,700,
21,000?
200.
100.
Oh, okay.
57, 52. I haven't spent much.
Okay, that's a. I thought you guys were.
I mean, Rabbit would have the least because she got the most cyberware.
Yeah, I got cybered up.
And then
I got
I
my arm blown
probably
off.
spent the second most because I also got pretty
Yeah.
cybernetic up.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta figure out how to.
Spend that money.
So what is this bank?
A bunch of numbers handing out more subs. Thank you.
Ooh,
Yeah, man. A bunch of
nice.
numbers has been a sub.
What is this?
Thank
What is this
you.
number for my bank? Okay, I see. I got my expense. I got my income, my expenses. Okay, so I should be adding my net to what's in the bank.
You should add your net to the bank. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Bank is
all right.
what you have banked.
Yep. All right. I'll take care of that.
All right, guys. What do you guys? Any other housekeeping before we wrap for the night?
No, man. Congratulations on the whole baby thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm excited for you and scared, but that's parenting, right?
I'm not. Why are you scared? What's scary?
Dude, it's a scary thing. You have another child.
Greg,
I get scared.
As a contemporary with no children, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't know how all of you with just the Aries and us Aries are kidless, and then everybody
Yo.
else has kids, and I don't know how you folks do
Every
that
day.
and this.
Every day
Yeah.
I
Every
wake
day
up.
you
I
have
like
to
that.
manage those small
Every day I've got
humans.
those kids. Every day I've got them. Yeah, I got them every
Every
single
day I
Super
wake
Junior
up and I'm afraid I'm
2K4
gonna
says-
break it.
2 kids is fine.
I think so.
I don't know.
Thanks,
I'm
I mean,
cool with a
you don't-
cat. I like having a cat.
New babies.
I'm not
smell
very
is great. I
responsible.
don't think you know what new babies smell like. They smell like stale milk and poop. They're disgusting little critters.
Yeah, you're not giving me the good sell here,
salty.
man.
No,
Four.
it's kind of
Wow.
like taking care of like a, it's just like a potato.
I don't want to.
No.
I don't want
Okay.
to. You guys are awesome. Grabbing kids
Well,
and all the people
you know,
who raise
like-
kids are cool. I'm a man child.
All right,
Watch
so
me
I'll tell
play
you what.
Halo.
I'll tell you a story
Early
about.
on, it's a cute
I'll tell you a story
potato.
about Kid 1, right? So when Kid 1 was born, I said, you know what? I got to raise her on the right kinds of video games. So I got a Raspberry Pi, and I built it to play, to do RetroPie and play old video games. I'll just tell this quick story. And then, of course, you find out, okay, a 0-year-old can't actually play Super Nintendo. And so she's 4 now, and we're just starting to introduce her to, like, old Nintendo games. And it's hard. Like, she doesn't really have the motor control. Like, they're hard for her. I think that, honestly, I should push her more because, like, she probably could be more capable than she is. And she doesn't like doing things that she's bad at. Like, she doesn't like the practice part of it. But I do read to her. Like, we read to the kids all the time. Like, every single night, like, 20 fucking books. It's insane. She never lets me stop reading. And so the games that she'd been wanting to play were some of my wife's favorites when she was a kid, which is like the old Barbie games. They are terrible. Particularly the Barbie on the NES. That is a very bad game. It has like a really broken control scheme. And she can't really play it. She just makes me play it while she watches because she wants to see all of Barbie's outfits. She's very excited about this. And I explained to her, like, a lot of these video games are like actual stories. Like there's like a whole like books in the game and you can read them and they tell a story while you're playing it. And like a book. And she was like, oh, really? And because she loves stories. I was like, yeah. So I talked her into playing. In reality, I play. She directs Zelda: A Link to the Past. Did we talk about this at the beginning of the stream? I don't remember. I talked about it somewhere, but I don't know if it was on camera or not. And she is obsessed with hanging out with me while I play A Link to the Past. And she's just like, we gotta save that next princess. We gotta do that dungeon deck.
That is your kid.
I know. Wow. She's into it.
I watched you play A Link to the Past so many times in college.
I love that. It's the best game, man. It's the best game of all time. And so
it is probably the best Zelda game.
I agree. I think that's a fact. And so I've never played any of the ones.
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time's really fucking good.
I didn't play. I mean, I played it. I played it once, but I mean, I went right back to playing Link to the Past. And so we're. I think. Oh, I thought you were frozen there, Rubin. So we've been playing through that. She's like, Dad, tomorrow morning, right after breakfast, we got to do another dungeon. I'm like, this is awesome. So and then I started thinking, like, man, maybe she's ready for Chrono Trigger because like I can read a lot of Chrono Trigger to her. But then I was like, it's pretty dark. A lot of people die in that one.
They start explaining a lot of stuff.
We have to hold off on Chrono Trigger. The time travel stuff is dark.
I don't know. Yeah, JRPGs, they can vacillate. They can be like really cutesy and then super bleak.
Yeah. Wait until 8 for Chrono Trigger, says Avery. I think she could play her on her own by that point. Final Fantasy 6, maybe. That one's kind of dark too. But anyway,
FF4, that one's clean.
Is it? I don't
Cecil,
remember.
but it's all about Cecil, the Dark Knight. He's fine. It's like, it's not that one.
No, who dies?
The bad guys. None of the people die.
That's the problem.
In that
like
one.
when we started playing Zelda, she was like, well, I was like, what do we do? She was like, well, don't fight those people. Like, like she didn't want to hurt anybody. And so it's like,
you should get her a Pokemon game. Let her play Pokemon. That's perfect.
Pokemon's an interesting idea. I don't know.
Pokemon. They have a new one out for the Switch. It's rad.
I could get a Switch. You realize that when you have a kid, you have a decision to make about like how much do I allow this child? Like you have to teach children about mortality. You have to teach them what weapons are. Like they don't know those
I don't want
things.
to do any of that.
Yeah,
well, I
neither
will
do I.
damage a child. Their mind will not function.
Yeah, You have some heavy decisions you get to make about how you approach topics.
I'm not prepared to do that.
My son had a lot of questions for me when he came home from his uncle's after playing Turok 2 on the N64. Yeah.
What happened to all the
his
dinosaurs?
First experience with like a first-person shooter with, fighting dinosaurs, shooting like laser beams, and everything is a blaster. There's no guns; it's just blasters.
That's why I like Destiny, because it's just lights and explosions, and I don't have to look at any blood. There's no gore. It's just robots exploding into parts and laser beams. And
Yeah, we had to. I mean, I was gonna watch Star Wars with her, and I realized it's probably too heavy for her.
We
Are you
tried.
kidding? I watched
listen,
Star Wars when I was 3.
Yeah, Star Wars is good.
So did I.
We thought we could do Indiana Jones, but that
Oh
was
my
no.
God, you're
Oh,
crazy.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. The
No.
face
Yeah,
melting.
Explain
exactly.
Nazis.
Nope.
Yeah.
Get explain Nazis.
Yes,
See, that
exactly.
wasn't a problem in my childhood.
It was
That wasn't
not
a problem
fun.
for me. I can't
Not
remember a
fun.
time in my life where I didn't know about Nazis.
Yeah.
But then that's a different thing.
Katamari's a good one too, Mad Queen. That's a good idea. Anyway, so I think that there was there was some like book or something that said that it's like all joy, no fun or something like that. Or I get that. Yeah, it's a lot. It is, but you know, my wife does more of the work, so I can't complain. I don't know.
Just watch Die Hard
And
with
my
your
wife
kid, Greg.
handles it. I don't really care. I'm down in the pit all day.
Hey man, there's a division of labor here, and she is on actual paid maternity leave. No one pays me not to work, so I mean.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I mean, if I had that option, sure. I don't want to. You know, but that's just the way it is. Anyway, guys, that was the show this week. We'll be back next week. I'll have to charge my battery. Yeah, a bunch of it is. Yeah, it is. I don't want my kid to be afraid of the world. I don't want my kid to think that like everything out there is like I don't know. Like every kid's show
man.
wants.
Everything
It's
out
much
there
more
is
palatable
scary.
now after our last administration.
I feel like every kids show you watch, it wants to divide the world into good guys and bad guys, and you start watching kids shows, you're like, that's very monarchist. That's very authoritarian.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like where this is at. You know, there's like an article about the inherent fascism of Thomas the Train
Thomas the
Engine.
Tank, yes.
Yeah.
Those books, that's terrible.
Thomas is fucked up, man. They like torture people to death in that.
Yeah.
And they're the good guys. I'm gonna take your motor out and freeze you in the wall so you starve.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, if I have kids, I'm just gonna watch a lot of Batman the Animated Series, man. And that's it. I don't care.
I think you're imagining a 10-year-old.
No,
Yeah.
I watched that show when I was 5, dude. It came out when I was 5.
All right, guys. All right. Moving along. Thanks you so much for watching, guys. This is our Cyberpunk game. The battery in my collar died tonight. It's never happened before.
I swear this never happens.
Wow, man.
Lights never go out. It's
Out of curiosity, have you ever gotten a Dangerfield-like gig? Because you nailed it.
Are there such things as Dangerfield-like gigs?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can imagine- I
don't think so. He's not too-
Lounge.
He's
Like
not too
3
relevant
a.m.
these days.
I can imagine like a
no
radio
respect.
spot or so that like, oh, we need a guy who can do a Dangerfield impression.
Pick my wife, please.
I mean, it sounded like him. I thought it was him. That's.
I mean,
impressive.
he is the voice
He's here.
actor. Ari does
Did
have
you-
the chops.
If you get a chance, there before he died, there was a great Rolling Stone article about him, and he just all he does is sit around naked in his robe with nothing underneath, and he just smokes pot and watches cartoons all day. That was his thing.
He
Oh,
smoked
that's
a lot of
in
pot.
Rolling Stone,
God,
right? Not Rodney
I love
Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield.
That was actually I remember that one. That one was really depressing.
Yeah, it was really insane.
He smoked a lot of pot. Well, guys,
Sounds like a good dude.
yeah, he's a fine guy. He's a cool guy.
I've got a lot of jokes.
He got no respect though.
No respect.
No respect.
Well, we'll be back next week with a better prepared session.
This was
That's
like
what
one
you
of our
think.
best sessions, dude.
You know what, though? I will say that we have combat running a lot faster, which
That
is
was
great.
really good,
Yeah.
man. That was a very, very smooth. I thought it was really fucking smooth.
So we'll be
Yeah.
back next week, Tuesday at 9 p.m. Let me think here. Oh, you know what? We should probably do XP before we call it, because like that was the end of an arc. We really should, actually.
Where did
Let's
I
just do
put
that
that
real quick.
info?
Wherever you want, but we should
Where-
do
No,
it.
I knew I
Wait,
put it somewhere.
experience
Oh, here we go.
points? What are
They're
the?
they are
experience
improvement points.
Oh, I'm
IP.
sorry. Improvement points.
I have 180.
That sounds right.
Okay.
So we
I
ended
have 145.
a group barely accomplished mission goals. Group work together. Everybody gets 30. Cassandra gets an additional
4,000.
It's interesting.
1 million.
$1 million. Oh my God! Did I do an Austin Powers thing?
You did.
I gotta go in the corner of shame.
I didn't
now.
want to call attention to it.
Nope, that was bad. I'm sorry, everyone. I gotta go back to the 90s. I'll leave now.
Sandra gets an additional 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
And actually, Zero gets an additional 20.
Doing what?
And and then I'm trying to figure this out here. Branton, you definitely get an additional 20 for role playing. And Mr. Friend, you get an additional 15.
Nice.
And that's it. That covers everybody. Oh, and
what's the 15
rabbit.
for? Out of curiosity, I don't know what the XP
It's
stuff
from
is in this.
for warrioring.
Got it with the dogs. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for just in general. I mean, so I'm thinking about the entire story arc here of the raid
Being
on
good
the
at-
towers.
Right.
Yeah, you did a lot of hardcore. You've been pushed to the limit for your net running on every session. And then, Rabbit, did I give you anything extra?
No, but
Yeah, you
don't
take...
feel like you need to.
No, but I would say you actually get 20 for role playing.
Sweet.
All right, guys, that's it. And you know what? Actually, Ari, Mr. Friend, make it 20. Make it 20. Don't make it 15.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. That's correct. It's a different style of experience points awarding than D&D. I like it a lot. It's
kind of White Wolfy. I dig it.
It's very White Wolfy.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very White Wolfy. All right, guys, that is the sesh. We will be back next week, Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, and we'll actually be on time next week. I promise. I think.
Don't jinx it, man.
I hope
Don't
you guys
jinx
have
it.
a very socially distant Thanksgiving. I hope that you see nobody and that you enjoy it and that you just stay put and eat Hungry Man dinners with your immediate family alone.
And yes, please be safe, everyone. No plugs? Oh, Salty asks for plugs.
Oh, yeah.
Plug away,
shit.
man.
I don't know
Don't
why.
mind
For
if
some
I
reason,
do.
I'm bad at ending here. So what do we got going on here? Well, let's talk about Mr. Friend, who is played by Ari David.
That's me.
You have a stream. It is, what is it? The Amazing
Ari. Yeah, it's here in chat. I'll put the little link. So I do gaming, like video games. And I play Halo and Destiny mostly. And I'm not very good, but I'm entertaining, and I talk to people on the chat.
Okay.
It's true. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Firsthand.
He's a fun and entertaining fellow.
I'll back it up.
And if you subscribe, you get cat emotes, because I turned my cat into emotes.
Awesome. That's good. And the rabbit, whom is played by John, you've got hungryfoxminis.com, or is it an Etsy? I forget how that works.
Both. Okay. Yeah, I print all kinds of terrain, for D&D, Pathfinder, Warhammer.
Of terrains.
3D printing. Yeah, so if you need any of that stuff, come find me on Instagram, Hungry Fox Minis.
Go find him.
Yeah.
Go find him on the grams. Mr. Ari Rubin is a voice actor extraordinaire.
So I just built this. It's a big booth. It's a big sound booth. And I built it. I got the lights. I have those silly lights over there, like I saw on other people have, except I think I bought the wrong ones. And I'm going to be doing some Twitch. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Really try to figure out how to do this a little more. That's it.
What's your channel on the Twitch?
Oh, it is. Currently, it's Rubin on Rye. I may.
I love your
switch it around.
handle, dude.
Which is a great
Rubin
name,
on
by the way.
Rye is
Twitch.
Rubin on Rye. W.
It's really good.
R-Y.
yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
It's a play on words.
That's
pun.
it. That's it. A pun, if you will. So I'm gonna be just doing some weird stuff on that. I've been just trying to plan out some really strange things, and that's about it. So
Well-
also, Dr. Pol, always on Disney
Dr.
Plus, always on Nat Geo Wild, sometimes on National Geographic Channel. Check it out. It's a wonderful show.
You've done
and
about
I'm the
what
narrator on it.
9,000 episodes of that.
It
now?
is. I've done a lot. It's still going through the pandemic. Dr. Pol wearing a mask, all that good stuff.
When you
Crazy.
record the voiceover, do they make you wear a mask?
They don't. They don't. They don't
It would be
know that
terrible.
I'm an anti-vaxxer masker.
Yeah.
That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say
like,
that
oh,
doesn't
that's
sound
not
I
like
was like, you
you.
should follow that up, man.
Yeah, definitely not.
sound
I'm
like
not
you.
an insane cultist.
Dude.
I'm very anti-insane cultist.
Me too. I'm opposed to those.
Down to cults.
I don't know. They're a lot of fun.
Anthony and
Yo.
Anthony, you. I'm not
want-
gonna lie, man.
I
I
want-
still
yeah.
don't know what you do. You plan
That's
where
okay.
buildings go.
Let's keep it that. Let's keep it that way. But
You're a
You
hitman, aren't you?
You tell a
It's-
college where to put buildings.
something like that.
Okay.
But anyway, that's not relevant. The most relevant thing right now is the state of Georgia. So I want everyone to be harassing everyone they know who lives in Georgia to vote in the special election coming up, because that's probably the most important thing going on in the country right now.
I love how Ant brings
Senate
into something
runoff.
serious every time. He's like, "Oh, by the way,
Absolutely.
make sure you all vote because the world's ending." I mean, he's not wrong, but like,
Absolutely, this is my soapbox, and I'm gonna get up on it again. So if you know anyone who is even 17 years old who will be 18 by the time of the special election, they can register to vote. Make sure they all registered to vote, and make sure they all request their ballots, and make sure that they are that they fill out and return those ballots, and vote against anyone who is a Republican. Or if you do know any Republicans, convince them to write in Donald Trump, because I hear
That's
they're
an
doing
amazing
that.
thing. So, Liz, as we can't plug your services because you're a lawyer, and I don't think you're for hire. But in the interest
afford me.
of internet drama, do you want to take the anti-voting position against your husband?
oh my god,
I'm going to give you 2 minutes on the
that
Lincoln
everything
clock.
that
Go
none
for
of
it.
none of this has any meaning. No,
What could
no,
Sandra say?
I'm out of character. Life does
Pro-voting,
have
okay.
meaning,
Oh, does it? That's
and
beautiful.
yes, voting is important.
Okay. Damn it.
In
I was just-
character would have gone the complete other direction.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Vote for
Gotcha.
chaos.
Yeah, I want to turn my Twitch into a early 90s
chaos.
talk show, so I can just like have crazy people on who fight. That's what I want to do.
Like throwing chairs, like that
Yeah,
level.
the
I made
McLaughlin
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mentioned the
yeah.
McLaughlin group, and I feel like
Yeah.
that's roughly where we're heading. Greg's our
Not like-
McLaughlin.
No, not McLaughlin. No. Wrong. No. No. Nobody gets that reference. Nobody here is like you have to be 80 years old to get that
Cars
joke.
on SNL? What are you saying?
Like that was like jokes nobody got on SNL in like the 90s.
Yes, exactly.
I loved it. I was a little kid. I never watched a single episode of the McLaughlin group. I just liked watching Dana
funny.
Carvey yell at people in old
It's
man
funny when you yell at
makeup.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You know what, Super Junior? That's a great question. I'll answer it really quickly. Soon. I'm working on just fine-tuning the technology. I've been a little bit busy because, like, we had to go to the hospital for several days and have a baby. And also I've got a lot of editing and things that is going on. Liz, I don't think you're on Twitter, but somebody wants to know if you're a Twitter lawyer that they could follow. You should be. Become a Twitter lawyer. There's a real market for Twitter lawyers.
I mean, yeah, smart people are necessary.
Yeah, I think so. All right, guys, I will. We'll do that again soon. I've been advised by somebody at Twitch that like you need to be screening those calls because you're gonna get in big trouble if you don't. So,
Oh, your call-ins?
yeah.
Oh,
So,
wow.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. We are Liz. We are Anthony. We are Ari. We are John. We are Ari. This is our weekly show. We should name this show because I realized in tweeting about it that just calling it My Weekly Cyberpunk Game is terrible. It's the worst possible.
I told you,
branding.
I gave you the name a long time ago, but you didn't want to call it Cyber Drunk.
Cyber-drunk.
Yeah, I don't like to play up the drunk.
Cyber
thing.
Drunk
I
Red.
I just feel like it's a different branding, but that's
I
okay. We'll
understand.
talk about it. Yeah. So, guys, I'll see you guys next week, 9 p.m. Eastern, and then also between then and now, and also tomorrow, a new episode of How to Drink comes out. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. It's like strange.
Is it
From
like
beyond.
tasty or not good?
I don't know. We'll see how it is. You guys can tell me how it is in the comments tomorrow when it comes out.
All right.
All right, guys. I'll see you guys. We'll all see you very soon. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good
night,
night,
Gracie.
Gracie.
Night.